Welcome to CITITV Sports. We're here tonight at Chapel Hill High School, home of the Chapel Hill Panthers, and tonight their opponent is the Rica Wildcats. I'm here tonight joined with Miko Bursic. Miko, we got a good game on tap tonight. It's a beautiful night for Friday night football.
Yes, it is. I'm really excited about tonight's matchup against the Chapel Hill Panthers and the Rica Wildcats.
Yep, these two teams are similar. Chapel Hill's got a record of 3-3 overall, and Rica's 3-2 coming into this game. They're in the same region. And from what I understand, the winner of tonight's game will be in first place in the Region 5 sub-region. So got a lot at stake here tonight at Chapel Hill High School.
Yeah, we got some bragging rights, and they're both coming in on a hot streak, I believe.
It's a warm night here at Chapel Hill tonight, so we look forward to a great game. So we'll kind of see what Rodney Moreland is our on-field reporter. So let's throw it down to Rodney. Rodney, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What are the field conditions down there tonight?
Oh, looks like they got great field conditions down here.
Well, both of these teams run the wing tee, a little bit of spread offense, what we saw last week at New Manchester. So going to kind of look for a high-powered game.
Yeah, I think it should be. You know, this Rica team seems to have the more traditional spread offense, and I think they're going to cause some problems for Chapel Hill tonight. What do you think?
Well, I talked to Chris Parker earlier, and like we said, these teams are really similar. Both of them average 17 points per game, so it's going to be a very evenly matched game tonight here. So I think we'll have a very competitive ball game.
What do you think about that, Miko?
Well, I'm a big fan of the spread, so I'm excited for tonight's matchup. Like Bennett said, they're equal teams, and tonight's fighting for the lead, bragging rights. It's a great night for football. Let's see what's going to happen.
I talked to Coach Parker. He said they pretty much have to establish the running game. He said that 8 out of 10 plays that they run are the run. So they don't do a lot of passing. So I look for them to come out, kind of establish the run early, stick with it the whole game. If Rica puts them into a situation where they get behind and they have to pass the ball to try to catch up, I think Chapel Hill is going to kind of be in trouble. That's something that they're not used to. And so kind of look for them not to want to get into that situation tonight.
And down on the field, I talked to Coach Rusty Waters. He was giving me some information about the running back, B.J. McCoy. He had a great game last week, ran for over 150 yards and had a couple touchdowns, so they might want to have their sights on him tonight.
Yeah. And Chapel Hill was off last week. They haven't played since their first victory over Douglas County, a county rival. That was the first time they beat them in 8 tries here, so they had a little breathing room last week, so they should be healthy. And so we look for them to come out fresh. Rica did play last week, so we'll see how that plays into the game. What kind of advantage do you think that would be, Rod, them being off last week?
Well, according to Coach Parker, I think they were able to get some of those guys healthy that was injured, and it looks like they'll have a lot more help tonight. Yeah,
and it's homecoming again here at Chapel Hill High School. We were at New Manchester last week when they had their homecoming, so went double overtime, went in the extra innings last week at New Manchester. So we'll see what happens here.
Well, hope if this game comes down to a field goal or special teams, I was watching the kickers for each team's get ready and kick their field goals. And they're quite impressive.
Yeah. Well, I think the color guard's coming on the field now, and so we're gonna throw it down for a moment of silence here at Chapel Hill High School.
Captain McMurtry and Chief Potter, it is a pleasure to introduce the Chapel Hill High School Naval Junior ROTC Color Guard. The Color Guard is composed of all seniors and is commanded by Cadet Lieutenant Commander House and Cadet Commander T, Cadet Lieutenant Gray, and Cadet Lieutenant Sherman. Tonight's Color Guard handler is Cadet Reed. These cadets have devoted many hours to practice prior to tonight's presentation and were selected based on their outstanding performance. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier this week, the Chapel Hill family experienced the loss of a friend and former co-worker, Jeff Henderson. Jeff Henderson worked at Chapel Hill for 10 years. He coached soccer and helped numerous students achieve their diploma as our graduation coach. We ask that all of you join us in a moment of silence in honor of a teacher, a friend, a husband, and a father, Mr. Jeff Henderson. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise for playing the national anthem.
All right, the national anthem being played by Chapel Hill Band. So we are getting ready to play some football here. As we talked about, Chapel Hill, they're a young school. They've only been here for 10 years. Coach Parker's their third coach that they've had. He's had success. They've actually went to the region playoffs 2 years in a row, and so he's looking to go there for his third year. As we said, the winner of this game will be in first place in the region. So far this year, he's 3-3, or excuse me, 3-2. He had his bye week last week. So this will be a big win for him here tonight.
It will, and they are up against the Rica, who is also 3-3, and they're 2-1 in the region. But they're coming in on a little bit of a hot streak. Their last two games, they defeated Douglas County 49-35, putting up some pretty interesting numbers. And then last week, they defeated Paulding County 26-14.
Yeah, I looked at their record in the first 4 weeks, or first 3 weeks of the year. They kind of struggled scoring, but the last 2 weeks, especially against Douglas County, they got into a shootout and put up some points. And it looks like their offense has really been rolling the last 2 weeks. Their coach is Mike Fawyer, and both teams wear purple, and so we got a lot of purple going on here tonight. And didn't know that they had the yellow helmets. I looked at them online, and they had the purple helmets, Villa Rica did, but tonight they're sporting some yellow helmets with some, looks like some purple paws on it with white jerseys and white pants. And of course, Chapel Hill's in white pants and purple jerseys, so a lot of purple going on here at Chapel Hill tonight. Villa Rica, they're 2-2 at home and 1-1 on the road this year. And Chapel Hill, they're 2-1 at home and 1-1 on the road. So pretty evenly matched teams we got going on here.
So whenever you talk to Coach Chris Parker about establishing the running game, who were their key running backs?
Well, Cortez Walker, number 9, he's their star running back. He puts in some yardage. Looks like he's a 12th grader. So they're going to be looking for him tonight to get some yardage. They actually run 2 quarterbacks, MJ Rookard and also Brent Roberts, number 13. They kind of swapped them out at quarterback position. Talked to one of the coaches down on the field, said one of them was more of an option type quarterback, and the other one was more of a true runner. He kind of alluded that neither one of them was a passer because they didn't pass a lot. So there again, if they get into a situation where they have to pass, I think it'll be an uphill battle for them tonight. But talked to Coach Parker a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about where the teams that they have played so far this year, you know, they just knew that they couldn't pass the ball, so they were putting basically 8 guys up the front to stop them, and that was really being a challenge for them just because, you know, it was just being a struggle. So the offensive line's really got a challenge tonight to try to block those defensive guys because everybody knows that they have a tough time throwing the ball and they're just stacking the front. So, but they do have some senior linemen. Derek Senior number 50, and Brendan Allen, number 51, Stanley Williams, and Casey Davidson. All those guys are senior offensive linemen, and they'll play a key part in this game tonight for Chapel Hill.
Yeah, for the offensive line, they're going to have their hands full blocking. We have 2 key linemen on the defensive line for Villa Rica. We got Jonathan Jones, he's a senior, and also number 69, Jacob Turner. You're going to have to keep your eyes on those 2 guys tonight.
And for Chapel Hill, I mean, these guys have got some guts. I tell you, they were down to Chapel Hill, or excuse me, they were down to Douglas County, 20-7 at half, and like I said, they had never beaten Douglas County before, their biggest county rival, and they came back and beat Douglas County 21-20. So that was a big victory. That's the last game they played. So they've had 2 weeks to enjoy that victory, and they're, but they've got to put that behind them and come back and play a good Villa Rica team here tonight. So we'll see what they can do.
So it looks like Villa Rica won the toss and deferred to the second half.
Yep, so Chapel Hill is going to be receiving. Players are shaking hands at 50-yard line. We've got great seats. We're actually sitting on top of the press box here at Chapel Hill High School, and got 50-yard line seats. And just proud the wind's not blowing like it was last week at New Manchester.
Yep, just cool enough. Just a beautiful night for football.
Oh, beautiful. We don't have the synthetic turf that we had last week at New Manchester. We've got natural grass here, but it's a beautiful field here at Chapel Hill.
And here come your Panthers.
Chapel Hill breaks through the They do have a nice jumbotron here at Chapel Hill High School. What if it plays replays? We'll see.
That is a really nice scoreboard, replay board. So you mentioned it's homecoming tonight, so we have a pretty decent crowd on hand today?
I would think so. Villa Rica brought some people. Not a longest trip for the Villa Rica fans as it was for North Springs last week at New Manchester, so I think they got a good crowd.
Won our CITITV games. We're 2-0 for the good guys.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe this could be good luck for Chapel Hill.
And the game that y'all called out at Alexander, who was the team that they were playing? Arabian Mountain?
Arabian Mountain.
And what was their mascot?
That is a very good question.
Because, I mean, we've had 4 cats. I don't know what it is with the fascination of cats here in West Georgia, but last week we had the North Spring, what were they?
Ooh. Spartans.
Oh, they were the Spartans. That's right. They were
Rod, down there, what was Arabian Mountain? What was their mascot?
They were the Raiders, weren't they?
No, they were the Rams.
Rams.
They were the
Rams. Okay.
Rams.
Well, all these Douglas County schools are cats. So we had the Jaguars last week. We got the Panthers and the Wildcats.
My guess would have been the Armadillos, but I would have been wrong.
Well, I don't know how much fight you'll get from an armadillo.
All right, so Villa Rica's all stacked up. Bet they'll spread out before they kick it, but can't really make out the number of the kicker here. I was noticing pregame, both kickers.
Number 39.
39's a kicker there. Well, they're going to stay bunched up. Squib kick. Ball's going to be fielded around the 22-yard line by number 25 for Chapel Hill, and he's got a seam. He's all the way down to the 40-yard line. Got one man to beat. He's going to be knocked out of bounds right at the
45-yard line.
43-yard line. So great field position here for Chapel Hill. 25's Derek Parker. That's one of their running backs, so we'll get to see him as we continue here. Looks like number 13's going down on the field, Brent Roberts, and he is 11th grade quarterback for Chapel Hill.
You know, a lot of people overlook special teams play, but that's one of my favorite parts of the game.
Yep. That was a unique formation there for Villa Rica for the kickoff.
Never seen that before.
Yep, we got an empty backfield for Chapel Hill. Brent Roberts, quarterback. Number 25, Derek Parker in motion. Throw it out to the receiver. He's going to pick up around 9 yards.
It's a quick pickup by Cortez Walker, number 9.
Well, for a team that's not known for throwing, they started off with a pass. What do you think about that,
Yeah,
Bennett?
that was a surprise, huh? It's like a quick pass out to number 21, Trey Mitchell. He's a junior here. Picked up 8 yards, going to bring 2nd and 2 for the Panthers.
Trying to put a wrinkle in the defensive scheme.
Yep, looks like we're going from the Wildcat. Coming around the right side.
Hand off to Cortez. Takes it down to about the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Cortez Walker picks up a first down for Chapel Hill.
So first couple plays been a good success.
Looks like Brentston Mitchell, number 6 for Villa Rica. Senior defensive back was in on the tackle. Got an empty backfield for Chapel Hill. Roberts going to throw again. This is a trick play. He's going to throw it again.
He's got a man wide open.
Touchdown, Chapel Hill.
Touchdown, Derek Parker.
It looked like it was a pass to number 7, M.J. Rookard. And he throws the ball all the way in the end zone for a touchdown. Chapel Hill scores quick here in the first quarter. Looks like Blake Butler's going to set up for the extra point. Number 2, Devin White's the holder, a senior. Extra point is up, and it is good. So with 10 minutes and 58 seconds to go here, a quick strike by Chapel Hill. And they're on the board, 7-0. So much for no pass, Rod.
I know that for a team that is not known for passing, here we go. Let's see what they're going to do. Let's see if they'll keep that up.
Yeah, we saw that halfback pass last week several times with New Manchester. It looks like they took a play out of their playbook. That was pretty impressive.
That's a good way to spark the offense.
1 minute and 2 seconds off the clock here in the first quarter.
Let's see if their defense can come out there and put a halt to them.
Looks like number 8's going to do the kickoff. Blake Butler once again. I saw him kicking off during pre-game, and I tell you what, he was booming them.
Back deep for Villa Rica Wildcats, we have Trey Marshall and Josh Ellison and Malik.
Yep, Josh Ellison. A couple of the coaches said he was their workhorse as far as a running back, so we'll keep an eye on him. B.J. McCoy, number 23, he puts in some time also. Looks like Chapel Hill's in that bunch formation also on the kickoff. They're kicking off from the 40-yard line in high school football. Now they spread it out. Here's the kick. Puts a leg into it, and it's a great kick. It's going to go all the way in the end zone.
Booming kick.
Yep, can't bring it out in high school football. So they'll take it out to the 20-yard line.
Bennett, I think McCoy, that's going to be your workhorse.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. Had 158 yards last week, Miko said. That's a good game. Looks like Kevin Martin, number 7. Let's see if he comes out. No, Marcus Allen, the senior, is going to be your quarterback.
And I hear from the coach that you have 2 impact receivers, Timothy Swafford, number 18, and Kevin Martin, number 7.
Yep, they're both spread out on each side. But Marcus Allen, number 10, is going to be your quarterback. Straight handoff up the middle. Number 4, Josh Ellison, a senior running back. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a short gain, bring up a 2nd down and about 9 yards. Number 41, Joshua Coatney, 10th grade linebacker for Chapel Hill, in on the stop.
We got a wideout over here, number 18, Timothy Swafford. Seems like he's rather large guy. Looks like he can get up and get the ball out of midair.
Yep, senior for Villa Rica. Another handoff, the running back slips. It's going to be a no gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for Villa Rica Wildcats. 10-13 to go here in the first quarter. Home of the Chapel Hill Panthers, up 7-0 here early. In this 4A region battle. Marcus Allen's going back. He's going to scramble. Now he's going to throw. One hopper to number 18, it looks like. Timothy Swafford. That's going to bring up 4th down and about 9 yards. Villa Rica is going to be 3 and out here on their first possession. Looks like Mr. Swafford's going to do the punting also.
Looks like a pretty good statement by the Panthers on defense.
Yeah, Chris Parker said they were pretty solid on defense all year long. Got 2 guys back. Deep for Chapel Hill. A low kick.
Fielded at the 45.
Oh, and big number 69 swallows him up. That's Jacob Turner, a senior for Villa Rica. Good coverage. Now they're going to set up shop on the 50-yard line.
It's pretty good field position.
Yep. Chapel Hill gets field position on their second possession.
From the looks of it down here, guys, seems that Villa Rica has an advantage on the line. Their guys are a lot bigger.
Yeah, it looks like we want to see a new quarterback for the second possession. M.J. Rookard going to be your quarterback. He's going to fake it. There's a fumble. He's going to fall on it. It's going to be about a 7-yard loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and 17 for Chapel Hill. So they're kind of swapping out quarterbacks, Rod.
What do you think about that two-quarterback system, Bennett?
Well, Chris has ran it all year, Coach Parker, so he's kind of sticking to his guns. Looks like Brent Roberts is going in, so now we've got both quarterbacks in there. I guess Brent's going to go out as a wide receiver, split to the left side. Kind of look out for that halfback pass with a quarterback out, split out.
Quick pass, number 2. Devin White brings it back to roughly the original line of scrimmage, brings up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they don't have number 13. They don't have the Brent Roberts listed as a wide receiver, just as a quarterback. So that was kind of a unique situation where he went out, split out to the left side. Maybe a decoy for a halfback pass or something, a wide receiver pass.
Could be.
Yeah, I think Coach Parker is trying to soften up this defense.
Well, I've noticed from up here, the offense and the defense, they both have their own sections. So whenever they're off the field, the coaches can speak to the players.
Yep.
And I've noticed a sledgehammer around the offensive group. So, Rod, we're going to need some information later on this evening about that sledgehammer, what it represents.
Let's see if I can't find that information for you, Mika.
So 3rd and 12 for Chapel Hill. Got a sweep coming around the right side.
He's got a hole.
Got some running room. Looks like number 3, Tay Marshall, 12th grade defensive back, comes up.
Looks like he comes up a little short.
Yep.
Maybe 2 yards shy. So
I tell you, they're going to get that line real quick. They're going for it here. 4th down and 4. Look to the sideline to get the play. M.J. Rookard. Once again, number 7 now. Chris is going to call a timeout and talk this over. Chapel Hill takes their first timeout here. 8 minutes and 8 seconds in the first quarter. Chapel Hill 7, Villa Rica nothing here from Chapel Hill High School.
The way their defense made a statement on the first possession, I wouldn't mind going for it.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good call. Looks like number 80 is checking in. That's Kyle Edwards, a 12th grade wide receiver for Chapel Hill. M.J. Rookard's coming out, so looks like Brett Roberts is going to be your quarterback. Looks like about a 4th and 3 yards.
So what grade is Rooker?
Rookard's a 10th grader.
Yeah, I think Coach Parker is trying to keep him happy.
Yeah, and then Roberts is a 12th or 11th grader, excuse me. So both quarterbacks are young here.
Yeah, he knows he's going to need both of those guys, so he's going to get Rooker in there and give him some snaps.
All right, so here we go, 4th and 3. Hand off to number 9. Looks like he got the first down.
Yep. Looks like Rod, Chapel Hill's got 18 seniors on their team this year, so good group of seniors.
Yeah, that can be good and it can be bad. You know, if you're losing that many seniors, you don't know what you're going to have next year.
Brings up a first down. Ball's at the 39-yard line.
We circled the key players before the game. We got one of the coaches, Rod, and only the offensive linemen are really the seniors, so that's all they'll be losing. The running backs, except for Derek Parker. There goes Derek Parker. He's a senior. But looks like their offensive linemen's about all the senior and the Derek Parker.
Run by Derek Parker, good for about 3 or 4 yards.
Number 2 checks in. That's Devin White, wide receiver. Looks like it's going to be about a 2nd and 7 for Chapel Hill. 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Brett Roberts under center. Derek Parker, the lone back, is going to hand up straight up the middle. Gets about 4 yards before he's met.
So the Villa Rica defense needs a big stop right here in about 3rd and roughly 5.
Yep, number 3, Tay Marshall. He comes up and makes a lot of plays from his defensive back position. Looks like a good player. So big 3rd down here early in the first quarter for Chapel Hill. Like about a 3rd and 5. Quarterback under center, 1. Running back, got a man in motion. He's going to fake
Pass.
it.
Got a man
deep.
open.
Got it. Yeah, number 21 was pretty much open down the sideline. Pass was underthrown. Defensive back had a good shot in the interception there and just couldn't come up with the play.
I think he got in a hurry.
Well, actually, from down here from field level, I can see that pass got tipped at the line.
Oh, so we got a hand up in the air.
Yeah, Chapel Hill's going to continue to go for it. Got a man coming in late.
Snap. Deflected.
Ball tipped and intercepted by Villa Rica. Number 3, there he is, Tay
Marshall.
Yep, he's all over the field.
One of the coaches I was speaking with actually labeled him a headhunter. He said that he's a go-getter out there on defense.
Yeah, he's made some good plays. Well, Chapel Hill, they had a man run in late. A little confusion there. Like a quick pass. Tipped by one of the defensive guys from Villa Rica, and then just a good interception by Tay Marshall. So our first turnover here, 6:23 to go in the first quarter by Chapel Hill. Villa Rica gets the ball back.
They hadn't been able to get that spread option going yet.
No, Marcus Allen's a quarterback, number 10, in his shotgun formation. It's like the wing T, going to do the dive play right up the middle, but run straight into Chapel Hill's defensive line. Looks like number 35, that's Brandon Brooks, inside linebacker, met him right when he got the ball, short gain of 2.
Seems like Villa Rica needs to find a little bit of rhythm in their offense tonight.
You got big number 18 here, one-on-one, wide receiver.
Yeah, he looks like he could pick a ball out of midair, so
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see it a couple times tonight.
Shotgun formation, wing T once again. Quarterback's going to keep it around the right side. Cuts it back up the middle. Looks like he's going to gain about 5 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 5 for Villa Rica. 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Trailing 7-0 to Chapel Hill High School.
Well, the crowd's still pouring in. Looks like it's getting pretty difficult to find a seat here.
Yeah, Villa Rica brought a crowd. Their stands are full over there. Both bands are represented here tonight. We understand that both bands will be performing after the game. I think the pass was incomplete. Wide receiver couldn't come up with it. That was number 18, Timothy Swafford.
By seeing that pass from Marcus Allen, I think he has a deep arm. I think he can throw it deep.
Yep. That's going to bring up 4th down. And Timothy Swafford, number 18, is going to do the punting duties once again.
We got 2 guys deep back for the Panthers.
Yeah, they're standing on about the 30-yard line. Once again, Chapel Hill had some great penetration. Looks like number 9 is going to go right up the middle, break a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet, gets out about the 37-yard line. That's Cortez Walker.
Pretty good punt by the Villa Rica Wildcats.
That was a good punt. Like about a 37-yard punt, about a 12-yard return for Cortez. Chapel Hill will set up shop around the 36-yard line. Looks like Brett Walker will be the quarterback. Brent Roberts, I'm sorry. Had success with the passing game, Rod.
Yeah, but he's gone away from that, and he's back to that wing T again.
Does that score first quickly and then control the game with a running game?
what that tells me, I think those first 5 or 6 plays, they were maybe scripted. What do you think, Bennett?
I think so. That was Trey Mitchell, another running back that they put in there. Picked up a yard, 1 hard yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Clock running down, 4:17 here in the first quarter.
Back in the shotgun.
Yeah, they continue to spread out Brent Roberts, the starting quarterback, over to the left side in the wide receiver position. And still playing number 7, MJ Rookard, as the quarterback.
So there's always that threat of the wide receiver pass.
I would think so. Yeah, they had success with number 13, Brent Roberts, there at quarterback, and we haven't seen him since the first series. So maybe Chris Parker's trying a little something. They're going to throw here.
Got a man.
Yep, number 80.
Looks like a first down.
Yep, that's Kyle Edwards.
Brings the ball down to roughly the 49-yard line.
Yep, that's going to be a first down for Chapel Hill.
Great pass, great catch.
Yeah, MJ Rookard's a left-handed quarterback. He throws the ball pretty well. Got the ball right at midfield. 3:23 to go here in the first quarter. Chapel Hill 7, Villa Rica 0.
Yes, obvious they've been working on this pass.
Yeah, they continue to swap out quarterbacks. Brent Roberts back in at quarterback now. Looks like he's going to continue swapping quarterbacks. Going to hand off to 21. Around the right side, he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it. Maybe lose a yard. That's Trey Mitchell.
So it seems Villa Rica's put all their eggs in one basket against the run, but can't stop the pass.
Well, that's what Chris Parker, said earlier. Very difficult to run when the other team stacks everybody up front. It looks like that's what Villa Rica's doing here tonight. So he may be forced to pass, which he's had success so far. So I don't see why he wouldn't continue.
Yeah, this is Villa Rica team is a very talented team, and coach, he's going to need to get that pass going as well as the run.
Brett Roberts still at quarterback. He's going to hand it off once again. Met at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like there's a penalty on the play.
Yeah, we got a flag by the line judge behind the line. That's probably going to be holding on Chapel Hill. If I had to guess, that's probably going to back them up. See what the call is.
Well, this game seems to have started similar to the one last week. What do you think about that, Bennett?
Yeah, both teams scored last week in the first 5 minutes. It's going to be illegal procedure on Chapel Hill, or illegal shift, so that's going to back them up at least 5 yards. They're going to decline it, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. That's a pretty smart move. Coach is motioning from the sidelines to see if his kids see it.
Is that false start?
Yep, false start. So they're going to decline. That's going to bring up 3rd down 11 for Chapel Hill.
It looked like the running backs got a little head start on that play.
Yep, the quarterback's back in the shotgun position with both running backs split right beside him with 2 receivers. Actually, 2 receivers to the right and 1 receiver to the left. They're going to try it up the middle once again. He breaks loose. And he was 1 tackle away from a big gainer, number 55. Looks like it's going to be Josh Clark for Villa Rica.
I don't think the Chapel Hills get a punt. That's a reasonable fourth and a couple yards.
Well, this is what they did a while ago. They kind of get to the line and let's see if they snap the ball. Yeah, they did. Going to do a sweep to the left side. Number 25, he's going to stretch it out. He's got the 1st down.
Hurdling until about the 35-yard line.
Yep, picks up about 8 yards. Rod, looks like on 4th down and short yardage, they're just trying to get to the line to confuse them, not let them substitute anybody, and quick snap it and kind of catch them off guard.
Well, I'm curious if the punter is if punter's injured or if they don't have a punter. What do you think?
No, I saw them in pregame. They've got a great punter and a great kicker, so I think that's a strategy, just not to let Villa Rica substitute and get up there and confuse them a little bit. Quick snap it and surprise them. Now he's going to have to take a timeout, a second one of the first quarter here. With 1 minute and 38 seconds to go, Chris Parker is going to take a second timeout.
It just seems unusual to me that Coach Parker would risk giving Villa Rica a good field position, you know, this many times this early.
Oh, it's homecoming, so they're just putting on a good show for the alumni.
Yeah, I'm going to let Miko count and see how many guys he's got on the field.
Chapel Hill looks like there's about 13.
I think he's got too many guys on the field. I'm gonna wait and see if somebody comes off. How many you count, Miko?
With helmets on.
I don't see anybody coming off the field though. Yeah, I haven't. Nobody came off the field, so whatever he's got out there was how many he had, and I think he's got more than 11.
Yeah, it looks like 12.
I counted 12, so we'll see if somebody comes off, if everybody goes back on the field. But I think he's got more than 11 out there. Is why he called timeout. We'll see. How many you got, Rod? Where you at?
From where I can't really see. I can't really tell.
I guarantee you somebody's going to come off. Yeah.
They actually had 2 come off.
Yeah, he had 14 out there. That's why he had to call timeout. That's a pretty smart play for the coach.
Does he still have 12 out there? Or no, there's 11. He comes off.
We had 3 come off, so he had 14 out there to begin with. So 1st and 10, they're going to try this sweep to the right side, number 9. It's going to be Cortez Walker, senior running back. He's going to pick up close to 8 or 9 yards on 1st down. So
his feet were chopping quickly on that run.
Yep.
Seems to me they're doing a lot of trapping up there on that line, and they're getting some big holes open up there.
Seems to be wearing down the Villa Rica D line a little bit.
Well, Brett Roberts under center. Got a man in motion coming around the right side. Toss sweep.
Takes it outside.
That's Cortez Walker again. He's all the way down, and we got a flag here.
There's a couple hankies on the ground.
That's probably going to be a block in the back downfield against Chapel Hill. This is probably going to come back. Chapel Hill players are already walking back, so they've got the ball spotted about the 6.5 yard line. With Chapel Hill, they're way back here, so I think they know what's coming.
So Chapel Hill's marching up 7-0 with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter.
They're discussing it down there.
So make sure we get it right. Holding on the offense.
Got a hold on the Chapel Hill. This one's coming back.
A little bit of a break for the Villa Rica Wildcats.
It's been a pretty clean game so far. Not a lot of penalties. Coach Parker's looking for a number from the official. That's from the spot of the foul, so that's it's not going to be from the line of scrimmage at least. So looks like it's going to bring up 2nd down in about 8 yards. So
ball's about the 33-yard line.
49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Brett Roberts under center. Got 21 in motion from a wing T formation. Some hard running by number 25. That's Derek Parker. Like he's going to get it down to about the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. It's going to bring up around a 3rd and 5 for Chapel Hill.
We'll just have a good 3rd down, 3rd and 5, and probably bring us to the end of the first quarter, and they'll have plenty of time to think about their 4th down situation.
Yeah, they can let it run out. Looks like they're going to try to snap it before. See what they decide to do. Brett Roberts under center. He's going to snap it. Got a sweep coming around the wingman.
Ooh.
Oh. that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. It's going to be short of the first down, so that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Chris Parker's going to have a little time to think about it, whether or not he wants to go for a 4th and looks like around 4th and 4, 4th and 3, something like that.
So Cortez Walker decided he wanted to run his head down right there and put a little pain on a couple DBs for Villa Rica.
Yep, got through the first one, but Villa Rica had 2 guys waiting on him, kind of slowed him up there. So that first quarter was offensively controlled by Chapel Hill. Villa Rica, I don't know if Villa Rica crossed the 50-yard line.
I think they ran 6 plays, is that right?
Yeah, I think they had 3 offensive possessions, maybe 3 and outs. I don't know how many first downs they had, Rod, but Chapel Hill controlled the ball there in the first quarter.
They certainly did, and I saw the kicker warming up down here, so I think if it comes down to it, he's going to try a field goal.
Well, the ball's on the 29-yard line, so that would be about a 46-yarder. And I saw him in pregame. He had the leg, so Chris Parker may let him try a long one here. Yeah, it's 4th down here.
Not much of a win in the factor for tonight's game.
Oh, they did pick up a first down.
Down.
Oh, so it's 1st and 10. 24-yard line of Villa Rica here. So Brett Roberts is quarterback, 1st and 10 for Chapel Hill.
A little inside handoff to number 21.
Yeah, a little counter play coming back to the right side.
Trey Mitchell for a couple yards gain.
So they're getting a dose of Trey Mitchell and Cortez Walker here in the first half. Been pretty effective, I must say.
Seems that Wildcat D-line is just slowly getting tired.
They've been on the field much of the first half, so it's got to be wearing them down. We talked about that senior offensive line for Chapel Hill, so we got a busted play here.
Hit as he throws. Ball's incomplete pass.
Yeah, we had a little mix-up with the running backs for Chapel Hill. I think both of them went the same direction and kind of threw the play off kilter a little bit. Kind of surprised the quarterback and tried to roll out and dump it to the wide receiver, and this play just never developed.
Usually on those broken plays, you see some penalty flags flying up.
Yep.
Thought I may have saw a block in the back, but then again, now I think about it, my eyes were closed.
Got away with it. That's going to bring up around a 3rd and 5 for Chapel Hill. For the Panthers, we got a one-on-one coverage here on the left side. Number 80 made a big catch a while ago. We'll see if we can dial him up. No, we're going to do a toss pitch.
He slipped down.
We got another flag here sitting on the 19-yard line. That's in the area of a hold again, so we'll see if Chapel Hill gets backed up. It's going to be a 4th down. They're definitely in field goal position here. Yep, another hold on Chapel Hill. The ball was on the 17-yard line, so that's going to push them back. Coach Parker's out pleading his case to the referee.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I think he was explaining the technique that the offensive lineman was using. But I think his explanation's going to be for naught.
So that's going to back him up to the original line of scrimmage, if accepted.
We'll see what he walks off here. It's from the point of the foul. So it looks like the point of the foul is going to be the 19-yard line. And I think holding's a 10-yard penalty in high school, so it's going to back up to the 29-yard line. So that would be, again, a 46-yard field goal. And I think it's going to be 3rd and around 15 yards for Chapel Hill. It's like 2 receivers are going to go to the right side. I think it's time to air it out to that number 80, that senior receiver on the right side. They got tripped to the right side.
Defense looks a little confused over there.
Yeah, and they just ran kind of the wing back, kind of a sweep, and he's going to end up losing 5 more yards.
Takes him out of field goal range.
Yep, it's going to bring up 4th and 20. That was Devin White coming around from his wingback position on the left side. Just a toss sweep. He's going to lose 5 yards. Now it takes him out of field goal position. From there, it would be about a 50-yard field goal, so we know we're not going to go that route. So I think their only chance is to just to go for it on 4th down here.
I have a trivia question for you. I do not know the answer.
Oh, they are going to try a field goal.
But what is the longest field goal recorded in high school football? Does anybody know? Rod?
Well, they lined up in field goal position, and then they did a little pooch punt. It's going to roll in the end zone. So that's going to come out to the 20. So that's going to net 10 yards. So that probably didn't work out like Coach Parker wanted it to. Well, I will tell you, Alabama just signed a kicker from Calhoun, Georgia, and he kicked a 53-yarder last year in the state playoffs. And I don't think that's the longest field goal in Georgia State history. So
the longest one I've personally seen was 56 yards. That's whenever I was in high school.
Really? It wasn't a Douglas County kicker.
It was against Douglas County.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was Harrison.
Yeah. That might be the longest. I've never heard of one longer than 56 yards. So Villa Rica's going to set up shot from the 20-yard line. Just a quarterback keeper, picks up about 3 yards. What was the kicker's name from the University of Georgia? Butler? His son's actually the punter at University of Georgia right now.
Okay.
That'd be Kevin Butler.
Kevin Butler. Did he go to high school in the state of Georgia? He may have the.
Yeah, he did go to high school. I'm not sure exactly where, but yeah.
He probably has the record for field goals. So.
Well, Marcus Allen needs to do something to pick up the tempo of this offense and get it rolling.
He's been in the Wildcat 2 straight times. They've snapped it to him, and he's tried to run it, and he has not been successful. He picked up 2 yards the first time, and he lost 4 yards the second time. So Villa Rica's offense really needs to pick it up here. Our stat man Steve Jones is over here looking on the iPhone. He's doing some searching on this longest field goal in Georgia State history. So, all right, so he's going to drop back and pass. Oh, he bobbled it to number 23. He collected it. He's going to pick up about 3 yards.
That was a catch made by B.J. McCoy.
Yeah.
Not much of a gain, but.
And B.J. McCoy, we heard a lot about him before the game, and they haven't gone to him a lot tonight.
It's a game of adjustments.
So Timothy Swafford's back. I think this is his 4th punt. And I will tell you, I've noticed Chapel Hill has came really close to blocking this punt 3 times tonight.
It doesn't seem like he's in a hurry.
But he kicks it low, and he kicks it a mile. Well, he's got a seam coming around the left side.
Looks like it could go.
He's got one man to beat, and that's Swafford.
Cortez Walker for the touchdown.
You know, he dove in the end zone. That's going to be a celebration penalty. And I don't know if they've changed that rule or not, but I know in college if you do that, they bring the touchdown back. We'll see what they do in high school.
So in college it negates the touchdown?
It negates it. They bring it back. I don't know what it's going to be in high school.
I think it should be like that in high school.
Let's see what happens. That was Cortez Walker. He took it about 65 yards, but he dove into the end zone. And let's see what they do. Let's see if they assess it on the kickoff. They're setting up for the extra point, so I guess in high school the touchdown stands.
Did you see a flag anywhere?
They threw a flag. Yeah, there's flags on the field now. The referee's picking them up. That's going to be a celebration penalty. Let's see what they do. It looks like they're going to back it up on the extra point. But that was a great punt return for Cortez Walker. 65-yard punt return.
I don't believe he was touched.
No. Puts them up 13-0. Here in the 7:57 to go in the first half. The referees are talking about it. I don't think they've changed the rule in high school. I think they back it up. I think I saw on TV last week there was a game, and I think they back it up on the extra point.
The touchdown is good.
Yeah.
Brings Blake Butler.
Yeah, they're not going to back it up on the extra point, so
it has to be on the kickoff.
Has to be on the kickoff. So here's the snap, the kick, and the extra point is good. So with 7 minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the first half, it's 14-0 Chapel Hill. We're going to throw it down to Rodney. He's got the principal here at Chapel Hill High School.
Yes, I'm here with Sean Kelly. He's the principal for Chapel Hill High School. And Sean, how long have you been here?
I'm starting my 4th year as principal at Chapel Hill.
So what do you think about the school so far?
Oh, I love it here at Chapel Hill. The kids are great. Staff is awesome. Our community is very supportive. Our athletic teams do a great job. Our cheerleaders and our band. I mean, it's a real pleasure getting up and coming to work every morning.
Well, I'm sure it is. You got a lot of good-looking athletes out there on the field. So are you pleased with your student athlete?
I'm very pleased with our student athletes. All of our coaches make sure their students perform in the classroom first. Our students are student athletes. That's what we stress. If they can't perform in the classroom, they can't perform on the field. That's what we really stress here at Chapel Hill High School.
Well, I'm glad we have somebody like you here in the county, Sean, and it's great to hear that you are really getting after these kids about those grades.
We appreciate it, and thank y'all very much for coming out and covering us this evening. We really appreciate that.
And thank you so much for having us. Thank you. All right, we're going to take it back to you guys.
All right, Rod, if you'll notice Chapel Hill, they're going to get to kick it from the 25-yard line after that celebration penalty. But you know what? I hate to say it, but they'll probably take it. It was a great punt return by Cortez Walker. 65-yard punt return puts them up 14-0 here in the first half. But after the celebration penalty, they're going to kick it off from the 25-yard line. It's probably going to give Villa Rica great field position.
Last time he booted it in the end zone for a touchback. This one's kicked
it all the way down
13.
to the 12-yard line. He's a great kicker. Got a return here for Villa Rica.
Takes about to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's number 5, Malik Elam. All right, Steve has pulled some information here. The longest field goal in the state of Georgia high school history is from Carson High School, and it's Austin Pacheco, and that was a 64-yarder, Miko.
This just in. This is not a Georgia. This is national.
So
it was in
64-yarder. And I don't know where.
Is that California, probably?
Carson High School, California, maybe. 64-yarder. Wow.
Is that the same kick that you was talking about earlier, Miko?
Oh, pregame, yes, it was.
All right, so Villa Rica's got it 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Looks like a quarterback keeper once again. Marcus Allen picks up a short gain. Looks like a gain of 1.
He had the option to dish it off to B.J. McCoy, but chose to keep it.
Well, Chapel Hill's defensive line is just doing a great job. They've just shut them down on the run. I think Villa Rica's going to have to go to the pass, try something different. The running game's just not working for them.
But right now is a perfect opportunity for them to cross midfield for the first time today.
He's going to go.
He's got a man.
Oh, tried to get it out to the receiver.
Marquise Bedford comes out of nowhere, blocks that pass down. He jumped so high, he batted it down with his chest.
Yep.
You was asking about that week off. I think it helped Coach Parker's team. Looked like they had a fresher team. What do you think?
I would agree. They look fresh.
Mark's down a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, just nobody open. Great coverage from the defensive backs from Chapel Hill, and he just had to eat it. Got sacked. Looks like he's going to lose about 7 yards. Cortez Walker goes back. Timothy Swafford once again. Think about Mr. Swafford. He kicks a low ball, and he gives the Chapel Hill punt returners great opportunity to return the ball. Once again, a low one. This one's going. Oh, that's a dangerous
Ball
play
still on
there.
The ground.
Yep. Number 5, Trey Owens, was really just a coverage man running down and ran by the ball, touched it, fumbled the ball, and had to jump on it
That could have been the spark that Villa Rica needed.
Yep, they would have got the ball in the best field position of the night. 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the first half. The Panthers of Chapel Hill up 14-0 on Villa Rica. Get the ball back again here. Rod, Villa Rica really needed to get something there, some momentum to go into the first half in the locker room, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did. They hadn't been able to generate any momentum, and it just doesn't look good for them.
Have they gotten a first down?
I think they may have one first down in this game.
Option out to number 21.
Yeah, picked up 7
Trey
yards.
Mitchell.
It looks like Chapel Hill's offense can just do what they want to at will right now. I think Villa Rica's defense has been out there the whole game, and it's beginning to show.
It certainly is, and I tell you, Coach Parker is using multiple formations on them, and I think he's got them confused.
I think so.
I'd agree.
He's using different personnel, different alignments. I think he's got them on their heels right now.
Looks like quarterback keeper.
Fumble. Oh, Villa Rica.
Looks like Villa Rica got
Villa
it.
Rica falls on it. Number 33 fell on the ball. Let's see who that is. That's Sean Chisholm.
Looks like he may have tried to switch arms and just got loose. There's nobody near him.
Well, it looked like it was a busted play, to be honest. It looked like it went the wrong way. There was nobody on this side. All of his running backs and receivers went to the right side, and the quarterback just came this direction, and there was nobody over here to block for him. So I think that was probably a busted play. Let's see if Coach Parker has a little conversation with him.
Yeah, it did seem like a busted play, and I think you might want to call that an unforced error. What do you say?
Yep. So Villa Rica's got their best field position of the night. They set up here at the
34-yard line.
34-yard line. Marcus Allen, the quarterback, just a straight dive
Hands
play.
up. B.J. McCoy.
There's B.J. McCoy. Looks like the biggest gainer of the night for him, 5 yards. Five minutes and 26 seconds to go here in the half. This would be great momentum changer for Villa Rica if they could get any type of points here in the first half going into halftime.
Yes, they get the ball in the second half, correct?
That's correct. They won the toss deferred, so
they need to put a lengthy drive up, score, and get momentum on their side.
Marcus Allen, low option play, is going to keep it a safe, cut it back.
Takes about 4 Panthers to tackle the Wildcat.
Yeah, it's good hard running. I tell you, every yard they gain, they earn, because that Chapel Hill defensive line, they're on them. I mean, hit them right in the backfield. That's going to bring up a third and a short one.
Yeah, Chapel Hill's pursuit is really good.
Yeah. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Chapel Hill 14, Villa Rica 0.
Yeah, Villa Rica still has 3 timeouts. Chapel Hill has 1 remaining.
Yeah, I think they're going to measure. Bring the chains in, it's so close.
Yeah, and looking at this Chapel Hill defense, there's not a lot of big guys, but boy, are they fast.
Yeah, that number 35, that's Brandon Brooks. He's 11th grade inside linebacker. He's not the tallest guy, but he's built short to the ground. He's a big guy.
And I tell you, I'm not sure why Villa Rica is not using that McCoy more, but boy, he looks like one of those Alabama running backs. What do you think, Benny?
Yeah, he's a big guy. Look at those legs on him.
If I didn't know any better, I'd think I was sitting in Alabama watching a high school football game.
It's
There's
a beautiful
quite a few references.
It's a beautiful night here tonight. Good night for football.
It's certainly in, and from the looks of it, little fog's rolling in.
So short and inches for Villa Rica. Came out and measured.
So we'll probably get a quarterback sneak right here, right at the middle.
I think it's 2 down territory with 4:40 to go here in the first half. Trailing 14-0. Yeah, that number 23 is a good-looking running back. Quarterback in the shotgun. 1 lone running back.
We got one-on-one, 18.
Pursuit coming up. He better do something. He throws it away, tipped, and
nearly
Chapel
intercepted.
Chapel Hill linebacker had a shot at it. That was a strange play call right there. Short in inches. Now it puts you in 4th and inches. Trailing 14-0. I think you got to get the first down there.
Yeah, I know he's rolling out to his left, and he had number 18, Timothy Swafford, over here on the right-hand side, one-on-one, wide open.
Yeah, and Derek Parker, the running back, he also plays defense. He was in hot pursuit, and that could have been a loss of, 10 yards. So they're going to bunch it up now and run the quarterback sneak, that's for sure. Try to get the first down. He picks up a couple of yards. They push him back, but his forward pursuit's going to get the first down. So it's going to be first down here for Villa Rica. They're going to move the chains with 4:16 left in the first half.
And a breath of fresh air. Starting over.
Yep, looks like they're going to run the clock when they set the ball.
I tell you on that last play, Bennett, from ground level, looks like his knee hit the ground when he threw that ball. Like he threw that ball from the ground.
Yeah, third down play?
Yeah, he was fortunate to get rid of it. They're going to throw it again. Got a man out there. He's going to catch the ball. He's got a tackler to beat. He shakes the tackler and picks up about 6 yards. Clock under 4 minutes here to go.
And Villa Rica's getting a little momentum on their side. Get the rust off. Seems like the players are getting a little more excited, a little more hype after a couple good games.
Quarterback in the shotgun. He's got a man in motion. Like they're going to fake it up the middle. No, they give it to him. Number 23, that's McCoy. Looks like he stumbled going through the line, but he's going to pick up probably about 3 yards.
Looks like another first down.
I tell you, this is a crucial drive for Villa Rica. They got to come away with something here. 3, 7, they got to come away with something.
Yeah, good call, Miko. First down. Looks like the ball's on the 16-yard line, so they can pick up a first down without scoring here. So they got a good drive going.
Looks like the offense is hurrying up. Got a one-on-one matchup over here with number 6, Briston Mitchell.
Yeah, clock's rolling. 3:18 to go in the first half. Quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion. Going to give it to McCoy. McCoy up the middle, going to gain 6 yards.
I think they found their niche. They're getting in a groove.
Looks like a gain of 7. Ball down to the 11-yard line. Bring up a second down and 4. 2:51, clock running.
Let the clock go. Let it run.
Yeah, they're just sticking with McCoy. They're going to let him take it in. Like he picked up 2 yards.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Villa Rica.
Touchdown, B.J. McCoy.
Now you got to remember this drive started from a mistake by Chapel Hill.
Yep, I think a busted play.
Turnovers.
Yep, Chapel Hill fumbled.
And now Villa Rica's right back in it.
They just need one defensive stand to get the ball back after half, and we got a ball game.
Oh, this is a big drive for Villa Rica. They to put up points, then get the ball after the second half. Looks like we got a player down for Villa Rica. Can't see a number. Oh, excuse me, Chapel Hill. That's number 3. Marquise Bedford, 11th grade running back, linebacker. It's like he got hit right at the goal line trying to make the tackle. So
he's played a key part in the Wildcats offense today.
Yep, looks like he's up. He's shaking up a little bit. He's going to walk it off.
They used to call that getting your bell wrong.
Yep. I think he's all right. Crowds give him a big hand. 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Clock stopped. Going to have an extra point attempt to get in within a touchdown here. Good region game here it's turned out to be. Villa Rica finally got a spark off of a fumble from Chapel Hill. Drove it all the way down. Some just straight running plays and one pass play mixed in.
Well, like I was saying, they got to just go ahead and get that ball to McCoy. He looks like the real workhorse out there.
Yeah, had 158 yards last week. Don't know why they waited so long to start giving it to him.
Nice funky formation for the point after attempt. Set up for the kick is Manny
Riviera.
Riviera.
It's a baseball name. Got him in kicking here. Snap, the hold. Kicked it a mile.
So I was watching him in pregame, and after every kick, he was backing up 5 yards, and he was knocking him until the coach told him to settle down and keep him for the game. It's going to be key in tonight.
That was good. So 2 minutes, 37 seconds to go in the first half. They pulled it within 7 here on the Chapel Hill Panthers.
Yeah, that was an important drive for the Villa Rica Wildcats. They're right back in it, and looks like it's going to be a great second half. What do you think, Bennett?
I think so. I think that gave them some momentum. That gives the coach something to talk about going into the locker room, and I think that'll fire up the troops. We got the homecoming festivities coming up. I know we mentioned earlier the bands will be performing after the game. Both bands are here, but we'll be crowning the homecoming queen, Chapel Hill High School, for 2011 here at halftime. Can't wait for that. Got to see the homecoming queen, the first ever homecoming queen at New Manchester High School last week.
So should it be called something else if it's the homecoming?
I don't think so. They called it the New Coming or something last year, with the New Beginnings.
It was the New Beginnings.
Yeah,
yes,
that's what they called
it was.
But I think at Chapel Hill it's the homecoming, so I guess the 10th annual or something like that. So we got this bunch formation, and they actually stay in it. That's surprising. But he kicks a squib kick, and that's going to go out of bounds. So that's going to be a flag.
And what's the ruling on high school out of bounds?
35 or 40, I would think. We'll see. I think it's 40.
On that bunch formation, looks like whatever side of the field they set up on is where he kicks the ball.
Are you a fan of that special team setup on the kickoff, Rodney? Have you seen it before?
Strange.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for them to get out of the way of each other, huh?
Have you seen that before, Rodney?
No, I hadn't seen that before. I'm not sure what that's about.
Let's see. It looks like in high school it comes out to the 35-yard line if it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they set up shop. I think the referees are trying
35-yard line.
Looks
35?
like we have a penalty on Villa Rica as well.
Well, I think he was just explaining that it went out of bounds, maybe.
No.
Yep, 35-yard line. I think it's 40 in college, huh?
Yes. So here we go. 2 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half.
What do you do here, Rod? You be aggressive, or you just go into half 14-7?
I think you keep it conservative. Just continue to do what you've been doing all along. They've had a lot of success tonight, so I don't think you go into a desperation mode at this point.
Now you've been controlling the game all night. You just had one mental error, turned into a fumble. Better hold that ball tight. Throws it up for grabs.
Well, I think that was a designed toss sweep pass, but Villa Rica had some penetration and kind of blew the play up about 10 yards. And I was kind of surprised that he threw that ball. That was a dangerous play, but it went out of bounds, so no harm done. But
he was holding that ball like a loaf of bread.
Yep, could have been.
I don't know what the coach told him on that play, but it looked like he was going to throw that ball at all costs.
Yep.
And Tay Marshall, number 3 for Villa Rica, always seems to be around the football. That was merely intercepted.
That was a dangerous pass. It certainly was.
Well, Kyle Edwards has been over here, number 80. He's been one-on-one all night long. He's a good-looking receiver. Trey Mitchell, number 5, just on a counter play to the left side. It looks like he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to bring up a third and about 5 for Chapel Hill.
Crucial third down.
Yep. Clock rolling under 2 minutes here in the first half.
Rodney, what are we going with on this 3rd and 6?
Keep it on the ground.
Just keep it on the ground, keep the clock rolling, and going to half.
That's what I'd do.
Brett Roberts under center.
Hand off to number 21.
Oh, he's got a little
Got
seam
daylight.
there. Oh, great play.
Takes it down to about the 45-yard line.
This little counter play coming around the left side, and there was some great blocking.
It was a great run.
By that senior offensive line. They really had a hole there, Rodney. I could see it all the way from up here.
Yeah, like I said, they've been having great success tonight, so just keep it like that.
Yep, no huddle, going straight to the line, going to try to catch Villarica substituting. 33's running off the field, and they caught him. They're going to have to call a timeout. Well, Villarica calls timeout. Had a man running off the field. That no-huddle offense really has confused Villarica several times tonight.
That's when Chapel Hill scored their touchdowns, right? Rushing the defense, not letting them get set and settled.
Yep. I don't know if they ran that all year, if that's something they put in that 2-week off period that they have, but that's been real effective for Coach Parker in Chapel Hill. Giving some scores, local scores here. I had to check on DC, Lithia Springs. See who's winning that game. It's homecoming at Douglas County here tonight.
Tonight's Douglas County and Lithia Springs.
Yep. Both teams winless on the 2011 season. So see who's victorious in that game. I know Miko's a DC alumni, so I guess he's pulling for the Tigers tonight.
And so am I. But not only are they having homecoming tonight, but they're having a dedication over there. They're going to dedicate the field to Coach Jimmy Johnson.
Yep, Jimmy Johnson, ex-coach there.
And Georgia High School Hall of Fame coach.
Yep.
Nice. I was unaware of that. Looks
another
like
halfback pass. We got a man wide open. He's going to try to run up and under it.
Pass attempted for Derek Parker.
I don't know. It looked like Derek lost it in the lights or something. Didn't look like he ever saw that ball. He was wide open.
He was running stride for stride with it.
Yeah. I don't think he ever saw it.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers at the 36-yard line.
I'm going to have to look up that wing back pass out of the wing tee. That must be an effective play, because last week we saw against North Springs High School, New Manchester run it several times.
Quick pass deflected by number 11, Taylor Gamble.
Taylor Gamble had a chance to take that ball all the way if he would have had a couple of more steps.
That would have been a quick pick 6.
Yep. That'd have got him back into it, wouldn't it, Rodney?
It certainly would have. But I tell you what, Coach Parker, he's not afraid to throw that ball tonight. He seems to have really been working on it.
Yeah, what happened to the 8 out of 10 running plays that he told us about? I think he baited us on that one to try to get that information out.
He didn't want us to share that with Villarica.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Got Villarica's coach standing here beside us. I think he was trying to get that information to her or something. So we got a 3rd and 10 with 1 minute and 23 seconds.
Hand off again to Trey Mitchell.
That's going to bring up a 4th and about 4 yards. So this will be an interesting call by Coach Parker. Clock's running under a minute here to go in the half. Tell you what, Rod, I think I would just take what I've got, take her into the locker room here. What do you think?
Well, Coach Parker seems to have a lot of momentum going, so I think he's going to stay with what he's doing, keep mixing it up, and he's going to do it right through the half, looks like.
Yeah, I think he's going to let her run down here and call timeout. I think he's got 1 timeout left.
So you're still punting the ball away?
No, I don't think he punted.
Well, the arm on Marcus Allen for Villarica. If he gets a chance, he could heave it away.
Well, he kind of burned himself when he went to that long pass. He didn't take any time off the clock. So he's kind of put himself in a predicament now if he's trying to run the clock out. I think you just run it, run a little time off the clock, let your defense stop on one play, and I think you're done.
Let's see what he has in mind.
Yeah, I don't think Villarica has one on that could get it to the end zone. What do you think, Miko? You think someone can throw that ball into the end zone?
I think Chapel Hill could throw it in the end zone, but from where we're at, I don't think Villarica can, no. But there's always a possibility of a fumble.
That's why Bennett made the point of just running it and then letting Villarica run the clock out.
Yeah, I don't think Villarica's going to try anything crazy down here, that's for sure. Yeah, just a sweep play to the right side.
Looks like it's close to a first down. So stop the clock with 28 seconds.
I think he's got it. They may have to measure here. Nah, he's going to come up short.
And from up here, it looks like he may be a little short.
No, he didn't make it. Ball's going to go over to Villarica.
Yep, first down Villarica. So we got 28 seconds to go here in the first half.
I'm not a fan of just laying down. You got 2 timeouts. You got 28 seconds. It's possible to score at any given play.
They've got 4 receivers out here, so.
Got quite a few DBs out here in this formation.
Yeah, they're just going to set on it. That's a smart play. Down 14-7.
Get the ball back after halftime.
Yeah, you got some momentum. Take that into the halftime. Fire the troops up. You get the ball back after half. So it's going to let it run down. We got 11 seconds to go here. And that's going to do it here in the first half.
That was a great first half of football.
Yeah, Chapel Hill controlled the first quarter. Finally, Villarica had some momentum there late in the second quarter. Put a drive together after a fumble by Chapel Hill. Able to stick it in, score a touchdown, bring it back to 14-7. So it should be an interesting second half here at Chapel Hill Panther Stadium.
Coach Park, you had a lot of success in that first half, both throwing and running. What do you have to do to keep that going?
Well, we just got to keep executing. Boys played hard. I mean, we actually left some points out there a couple times. Could have played better. Made some minimal mistakes. But overall, I think the effort's great. And we got to keep having a great effort, keep executing, and, finish the game. We've been decent in the second half the last few weeks, and we got to do even better this week. But they got a good football team over there.
Thank you, Coach.
Y'all doing a good job. All right.
All right, Rod.
Okay. Take it back up to you guys.
All right, Miko. Well, we saw an explosive Chapel Hill offense in the first quarter. They pretty much held the ball the whole first quarter, kept the Villarica defense on the field. I think it wore them down, kept the ball most of the second quarter. But we did see Villarica finally take advantage of a fumble there by Chapel Hill. They were able to put a drive together. They went to their running back, which had a good game last week, finally able to put something together, scored with about 3 minutes to go there in the half and pulled it to 14-7. So got a little momentum going into the half, so I think they'll be able to come out the second half. They get the ball. They deferred the kickoff there, or they deferred the coin toss, so they'll get the ball in the second half. So I think we should have a good second half.
Yeah, like you said, that fumble, the Villarica Wildcats got really excited after the fumble, got their blood flowing, got their momentum going, got excited, buying into the whole system, and B.J. McCoy ended up scoring the touchdown, but they're excited, and I think we're going to see some good things in the second half.
I think Chapel Hill, the week, they had a bye last week, and I think that's really played a big part in them coming out fresh. I think Villarica, you can tell that their defense has stayed on the field most of the first half. It kind of wore them down, so that may play a big part in the second half. We'll see how that plays out, but you could tell that Chapel Hill a little bit more fresh than Villarica was in the first half.
Oh, yes, that defensive line for Villarica is definitely getting tired.
And looks like Coach Parker plays a lot more players than Villarica. He's playing the 2 quarterbacks, playing a lot of running backs, different receivers also. So we're going to go down to the homecoming festivities here at Chapel Hill, and they'll be crowning the 2011 homecoming queen. So let's enjoy the festivities.
And it is the church at Chapel Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Brianna Garrett. Our next freshman class representative is Miss Alexandria Wing. Alexandria is the daughter of Bernard and Esther Wing, and is being escorted by her father. She is a freshman cheerleader, SGA vice president, AAU basketball player, member of DECA, and a Girl Scout. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alexandria Wing. We will now introduce our platform representative. Our first sophomore class representative is Miss Taylor Vieira. Taylor is the daughter of Susan Vieira and Mona Gilbert. She is being escorted tonight by her father. She is a member of the Chapel Hill High School varsity competition cheerleading squad. She is SGA president, a T4 cheerleader, a member of Schools USA, and the yearbook staff. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Taylor Vieira. Our next sophomore class representative is Miss Ruby Wardball. Ruby is the daughter of Rudolph Joe Wardball. She is being escorted by her father tonight. She is the co-captain of the Chapel Hill High School JV cheerleading squad and a member of the National Art Honor Society. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ruby Wardball. We will now present our junior representatives. Our first junior class representative is Miss Ebony Warner. Ebony is the daughter of Emmett and Armenia Jackson, and escorted by her father. At Chapel Hill, Ebony is a member of the Beta Club, the Right Club, STA, SCA. She's a boys basketball manager and a majorette for the Chapel Hill High School band. She attends the College and Career Institute at West Georgia Technical College for cosmetology and works as a cashier at Walmart. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Ebony Warner. Our next junior class representative is Ms. Kaylin Watson. Kaylin is the daughter of Tyrone and Valerie Watson and is being escorted tonight by her father. At Chapel Hill, Kaylin attends the College and Career Institute at West Georgia Technical College and volunteers for Special Olympics and the Hammond House Museum in Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Kaylin Watson. We will now present our senior class representatives. Our first senior class representatives are Ms. Ricky Lynn Davis and Mr. Alexander Appleby. Chapel Hill football cheerleading squad and competition cheerleading squad. Ricky Lynn plans to attend college and major in education. Alex is the son of Eddie and Deborah Burleson. He is the senior class secretary, a co-vaulter here for the track and field team, a member of the cross-country teams, and the Chapel Hill High School football mascot. Yes, Ricky Lynn Davis and Mr. Alexander Appleby. Our next senior class representatives are Miss Savannah DeLay and Mr. Anthony Duff. Savannah is a full leader of the Chapel Hill softball team, Rica, and was a freshman cheerleader. She's also a member of the travel softball team and Crossroad Church. Savannah plans to attend Georgia Southern and major in sports marketing. Ocean is the son of Alphone and Alice Clark. He is the captain of the Chapel Hill basketball team and a member of HOSA. He volunteers at Wellstar Douglas Hospital and at local shelters. Ocean plans varsity football cheerleading squad, member of the varsity competition cheerleading squad. She is also a member of the Beta Club and National Honor Society. Miranda plans to attend Georgia Southern University and major in nursing. Brandon is the son of Timmy Camilla. He is a member of the Chapel Hill football team. He plans on attending Georgia State University and major in music engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Miranda Henley and Mr. Brandon Dowdell. Our next senior representatives are Miss Callie Owens and Mr. Derek Senior. Callie is the daughter of Sandra Owens. At Chapel Hill High School, Callie is the senior class treasurer, a member of the National Honor Society and the swim team. She is a member of the freshman and JV cheerleading squad. She attends First Baptist Church at Douglasville and is a member of the youth group. After graduation, she plans on attending college to become a history teacher. Derek is the son of an Oviedo senior. Derek is a member of the Chapel Hill football team and the track and field team. His plan after graduation is to attend Georgia Southern University. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Callie Owens and Mr. Derek Senior. Our final senior class representatives are Miss Kristen Snyder and Mr. Cortez Walker. Kristen is the daughter of Brady and Samuel Snyder. At Chapel High School, she is a member of the chorus and Rica. After graduation, Kristen plans to attend the University of Florida to major in law and minor in dance. Cortez is the son of Fred and April Walker. He is a member of the Chapel Hill football team. After graduation, Cortez plans on attending Alabama State University in Montgomery, Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kristen Snyder and Mr. Cortez Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Chapel High School 2010 homecoming court. At this time, we'd like to welcome back our 2010 homecoming king and queen, Mr. David Arnaz and Miss Isabella McKenzie. Davion is working as a rigging electrician in the movie industry and will start college in the spring semester to major in criminal justice and law enforcement. Isabella is currently attending the University of West Georgia, but plans on transferring to an art school and major in film production. We'd like to thank them for taking the time out of their busy schedules to be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, now we announce the king and queen. Our principal, Sean Kelly, will do the honors. Our 2011 homecoming king. Our 2011 homecoming king, Mr. Ocean Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2011 homecoming queen, is Miss Ricky Leanne. We'd like to congratulate this year's homecoming king and queen, Mr. Ocean Clark, and Miss Ricky Leanne Lobos. We would like to thank all the Chapel Hill alumni for their attendance at our homecoming game. We'd also like to thank Chapel Hill High School students, staff, faculty, and parents for all the support and hard work here in homecoming week. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Ocean Clark, Ricky Lynn Davis.
We're here with Ricky Lynn Davis. How does it feel to be named the 2011 Chapel Hill High School Homecoming Queen?
I'm speechless. I'm so excited. I didn't see it happening at all.
What advice would you have for other girls that want to become homecoming queen one day?
Just be yourself. That's really all.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, and we're back. Bennett Oliver, Miko Burst here, second half. Bennett was a little late getting back up here, and Rodney, I don't believe that was fog. I believe that was smoke coming from the grill. Bennett came up here with some goodies from the snack bar.
That's where I've been checking it out. And they had tilapia burgers and a lot of things down there. So did I miss the homecoming festivities?
Yes, Rodney interviewed the homecoming queen. Rodney?
Yes, you did. You missed the festivities. And what was that burger like?
Burger's pretty good. Pretty good supper here. Looks like Villarica's kicker here is fixing to try a 70-yard field goal. See how that works out for him.
Maybe he's just practicing the kickoff.
Yeah, warming up. It's like Villarica has to go to the sidelines over there. Well, I guess they have a locker room here at Chapel Hill for the visiting team.
They have an advantage for the second half for Chapel Hill.
There's not a lot of teams do in these smaller schools.
Yeah, they're not going to let those guys rest.
Chapel Hill's a 4A school, I understand.
So, Rodney, what did the homecoming queen have to say?
She just said she was ecstatic about being homecoming queen.
It's a big crowd here.
Oh, it certainly is.
All right, so what kind of adjustments are we looking for from the second half from both of the teams?
You want to take that, Bennett?
Well, I think Villarica has to stick with number 23, B.J. McCoy. That's where they had their success in the running game. Looks like when they went back in the Wildcat and tried Marcus Allen straight up the middle with those quarterback keepers, didn't have a lot of success. So I think they got to go back to their bread and butter, number 23. He had the success last week, and that's where they had the success late in the first half on that 38-yard drive after the fumble from Chapel Hill. So I think if they get the ball, I think they got to continue to try to get the ball to him. Chapel Hill's defense looks good. I mean, they stopped them, the first quarter and the first minutes of the second quarter, and then just kind of looked like they got a little spurt there, Villarica did, and finally found something. So I think they'll go straight back to that.
Yeah, I think so. You know, you got to get the run going before you can pass. So I think Villarica, yeah, they need to stay with McCoy.
So like Chapel Hill started their first drive, you guys are talking about how their first couple plays were scripted. Now, do you think Villarica's coming back with, 3 plays, quick, no huddle, try to get the defense guessing on Chapel Hill, and those plays are scripted?
I think they need to try anything. I think they need to get success early here in the second half, or they're not going to have success at all. I mean, they just really came out flat first quarter and early in the second quarter. If they get into that same trend here in the second half, it's going to be a long one. I think they got to have success early, don't you, Rod?
Yes, it will be if they don't get something going,
I thought they had success in the passing game, and then they just kind of went away with it. We're watching Chapel Hill's kicker here. He just boots the ball. But I think they need to stick with that passing game a little bit, Villarica. They had success there, and with the running game. Their downfall is just that quarterback keeper. Evidently, they've had success with that in the past, but just swap it up a little bit. And just B.J. McCoy, I think he's the key for them. So.
Yeah, that quarterback keeper, they hadn't had a lot of success with that. So looks like Coach going to have to come up with something else.
I think Chris Parker had to be pleased with the first half. I mean, these guys played hard. His offensive line obviously controlled Villarica's defensive line. So I think he'll just continue to play a lot of players. As Miko and I talked right at halftime, you know, he played a lot of players. He kept his guys fresh. I think they were fresh coming into this game, so I think he'll just keep that same success and that same game plan. I think he did catch them off guard with that no-huddle offense several times. I think that's something they put in probably in the off weeks that they had. And so I don't think he'll change anything. I think he'll just continue to do what he did in the first half.
Well, it's worked out so far. We got 2 minutes until the third quarter kicks off.
Yeah, I think Coach Parker was really pleased with the fact that he got the pass going tonight. And if he can keep that going and, you know, mix in some of that running with it, yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah, he told us he hadn't had a lot of success with the pass this year, but looked good tonight several times. So he's got to be pleased with that, playing that 2-quarterback system, and he stuck with that the whole game. And I think that was his game plan, and I don't think he'll go away with that. Both quarterbacks look good. One's more of a runner and one's more of a passer. So
sounds like we're in for an interesting second half.
Yeah, big region game. Winner of this game will be in first place in the region. So Chapel Hill set up to go to the region playoffs third year in a row for Coach Parker. So he's looking to continue success here at Chapel Hill High School.
It's nice whenever you're in the driver's seat and you can control your own destiny.
Yeah, he really got these guys playing well for him.
They'll meet Alexander later in the year. That'll be a good game.
That will be. I mean, Alexander did lose that game to South Paulding by a 24-0 score. So, you know, if they can bounce back from that, yeah, it will be.
I think they're playing Paulding County tonight, one of the Paulding teams. I heard them talking about it down at the concession stand. So. A little breeze in the air here in the second half.
Yeah, Rodney, are you catching that breeze down there on the field?
Slightly.
Pretty good breeze up here on top of the Eagles' nest, huh, Miko?
Yeah, yes, sir.
You predicted that early, Miko. And I hadn't forgot about the hammer, Miko. I found out what those guys are doing with that hammer.
Okay.
The hammer's still sitting in the same place. It hasn't moved.
It has not moved,
nope.
Yes.
So it's got some symbolics.
Nobody's touching it. I mean,
no.
I don't know. They bring in the pain. They bring in the hammer.
Coach Parker seemed pretty pleased going into halftime, didn't he, Rod?
Oh, yeah, Coach Parker was really pleased. You know, he was happy about the success of his team, and he said the guys just have to keep going what they established, and he think they'll be able to pull this one out.
Well, Chapel Hill will be kicking off here in the second half. Their guys are making their way to the field.
Yeah, Miko, I think I found out what that hammer means. It's a traditional thing for the linemen, and you just got to keep on swinging that hammer. Regardless how tired you may be, you just got to keep on swinging that hammer.
Appreciate it, Rod.
Number 4, Josh Ellison, and number 6, Brentston Mitchell are back deep for Villa Rica.
Now, last time the kicker put it in the end zone for a touchback.
He's a great kicker. I tell you, he boots the ball. Number 8, let's give him a little credit. Blake Butler, a senior.
Good job, Blake.
And he kicks it sideways, I'm talking. It's going to be fielded about the 5-yard line, comes straight up the middle.
Full of steam.
Got a hold, gets out to about the 33-yard line.
Pretty good run by Mr. Josh Ellison.
Yep, Josh Ellison, a senior. So Marcus Allen, senior quarterback from Villa Rica, brings his troops out, trailing 14-7 here in the second quarter.
Now, other than this Marcus Allen, do you think any of these kids on the field know who the Marcus Allen is?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, with Google around, I'm sure.
There they go.
Hand off to
He's
BJ.
Loose.
There he is.
See who's speed. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to outrun him. No way to catch him.
BJ McCoy from the first play of scrimmage in the second half.
That's going to be 67 yards straight up the middle. We see how he gained those 158 last week. First play of the second half.
They come in chunks.
Great run, just straight up the middle.
It was great blocking by the offensive lineman.
That's what I've been wondering the whole time, you know, why is this guy not running the ball?
Yeah. Well, I think they saw something late in the first half and saw that it was working and came back to it. I think we're going to get a heavy dose here
of B.J.
McCoy in the second half. Tied it up. Great run. 67-yard run from scrimmage. First play of the second half.
That will put the chill out of the air for the Villa Rica Wildcats.
Yep. Great play. Made the coach's wife happy up
The
here.
high snap and the kick.
It's good. Tied up 14-14, 11:38 to go. We talked to Chris Parker earlier, a couple of weeks ago, and he said big plays had hurt him a couple of times. Douglas County returned a punt return on him. And that's certainly a big play there that really hurt him. 67 yards ties this game up.
Yeah, I don't think he was touched. I think he went straight up the middle and with no one touching him.
Yep.
Just a friendly reminder that the JV cheerleaders are cheering the third quarter for the Panthers.
Oh, there you go.
So the Panthers are ready to receive the kick. I'm still not a big fan of this bunch formation on the kicking team.
Yeah, let's see how they spread out after the kick. I do agree with Rod. I think they kick it to the side that they're bunched up, and even Chapel Hill, they're shifted to that left side of the field. So, but last time he kicked it out of bounds, so it didn't work out exactly like they planned. Obviously, let's see if he kicks it to the left side of the field. Yeah, he does, and I think they were off sides or something happened.
I think that could be beneficial late in the game for an onside kick or some kind of trickery on the kicking team.
I would think so.
Rod?
Yeah, I think that's what they're setting up. We might see that later on if it comes down to it.
I haven't done much research, but
I think that's got to be offsides on Villa Rica here. Kicker hadn't picked up the tee. Well, maybe the clock. Yeah, they're going to back him up 5 yards. So they're going to get the bunch up on the 30-yard line instead of the 35 this time.
I think one of the things with this formation is they dictate who they want to carry that ball. What do you think, Bennett?
It definitely narrows them down on the side that they want to get it to. That's for sure. But you do have a risk of kicking it out of bounds, and you know the team's going to get it on the 35-yard line. So.
And the kick.
He booms it.
Booming kick. Fielded about the 5-yard line.
Fumbles it.
Fumbled.
Picks it up, gets it at the goal line. He's going to come around. He's got one man to beat.
Drives him back to about the 5.
He did not beat him. Yep, drives him back to about the 4-yard line.
And the Villa Rica stands they're shaking over there.
Yep.
Fans are getting excited.
They've got the mojo here in the second half, that's for sure. Looks
You
like
know,
the ball's on the 8-yard line.
Just watching that play develop, if he could have got to the corner, I think he only had one man to beat.
Yeah, that number 3.
And that's their headhunter, Tay Marshall.
Yep. 11:29 to go here in the third quarter. Tie ball game. It's like Brett Roberts going under center with one lone back.
A little bit of motion. Handed off number 21. Tackled immediately at the 8-yard line.
Trey Mitchell coming around the left side. Picks up a couple of yards.
So Marsha's not here today, but at halftime I think she's starting a new tradition where she's going to pull out a color scarf. What color would she pull today?
Don't know.
You'd see a lot of purple.
Purple's the color here tonight.
Like a little jump by the offensive line, but no harm, no foul.
Well, just a dive play straight up the middle. We'll pick up a couple of yards, maybe 4 yards. This is a pretty important 3rd down and 6 here for Chapel Hill. They need to
Critical play.
Yep, need to grab some momentum. I think they do have the wind here in the 3rd quarter. Pretty big play here.
3rd and 7 at the 13-yard line. Toss sweep to number 9.
I tell you, Villa Ricas came out here in the 3rd quarter on fire.
So they came back out here with a chip on their shoulder.
And they're going to get some good field position right here as well.
Coach Fawyer must have had a talking with them. It's like Cortez Walker's the punter. This is the first time they punted all night? Chapel Hill? They haven't punted many times, have they?
They set up for the fake field goal, and then they had a little pooch
they
punt.
Pooched. I think this is the first real punt, though, that they punted. Oh, they had a great rush. Good punt. It's going to be fielded. No, he's going to let it bounce. They're going to down it around the, it's like a 37-yard line.
Bennett, that ball checked up like your illegal sand wedge.
Yep. It's like a little sand on the field there.
And it was actually the quarterback that did that pooch punt.
For Chapel Hill?
Yeah, when they set up for the field goal.
Yeah.
So let's see if the Wildcats can ride the big Mo. Momentum, that is.
It's definitely on their side.
I got it going to B.J. McCoy here. I don't know about y'all. It's like they got the play from the sidelines. B.J. McCoy's kind of the first back. They're going to give it to the second back through. It's like number 4, and he's running some hard yards.
Josh Ellison, that was a hard-working 3-yard gain. The wind's starting to pick up.
Yep, number 15, Kill Shaw on the tackle for Chapel Hill.
Hand off to BJ. Brings up a reasonable 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Rod, I'm looking over Chapel Hill's defense. They don't have a defensive person with a number over 56 on the field. What happened to defensive lineman numbers in football? Defensive linemen don't wear numbers higher than 56 anymore.
I don't know, Bennett, I wasn't a lineman.
I mean, look at those numbers out there. Number 3, 5, 15, 9, 25, 41, 35.
That's why earlier I was saying, you know, they were built for speed on that defense. I think they've got a lot of skilled guys on that defense. Yeah. That's why you're seeing those numbers.
Didn't defensive line numbers used to be 70s and 60s or something like that? Look at number 3, defensive end number 3. What's up with that?
I think each position you should have to pick from a range of numbers.
There used to be assigned numbers. Is that what it was?
I think
that's weird. Look at those numbers running to the sidelines right here. It's like a bunch of running backs and defensive back numbers.
And I think that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a bunch of skilled guys on that line up there, you know.
Yep.
Coach is looking for speed. Those big, ugly, slow guys, I don't think he want them out there.
Looks like Villa Rica took a timeout. We got 7 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still a tie ball game. Like at 4th down and 2 for Villa Rica.
So you handed the ball to B.J. McCoy.
Looks like they're going to punt. Number 18's dropping back.
That's what I would do. I think that's a smart move. I don't think you give Chapel Hill field position and let them regain the momentum. I think you punt that ball.
Yeah, we're going to see Cortez Walker. He had a 67-yard return earlier.
And I tell you, he's as equally as good-looking as old McCoy over there. He's a good-looking back.
Yeah,
Walker.
two things we got to look for. We've had a great rush. Chapel Hill came close to blocking it a couple of times, but Swofford's punts, they're low.
I try the rugby-style kick over here to the right side and not give them a chance to
See how
return
low
it.
his punts are? He's going to come up, field
Catches it with a full steam.
Yeah, he's gone. He's got Swofford to beat. He shakes him, and he's gone.
Cortez Walker.
Cortez Walker with another
To
punt
20,
return.
10, 5.
Oh, there's a block in the back.
Touchdown.
There's a block in the back on the 15-yard line. They hit Swofford in the back, and this is going to come back. What a crazy move. He was 10 yards behind behind Cortez. This is going to come back.
That's going back to those big plays going to haunt you.
Yep, and
Unnecessary.
you're going to find out who it is because Coach Parker's going to meet him. Number 15 for Chapel Hill was the one that did it, and he had no reason to do it. He was 10 yards behind Cortez Walker when he hit him in the back.
I tell you what, you just mistakes like that you don't need in a game like this.
Yeah, well, these, I have to stop myself. These are young kids. I mean, he's an 11th grader.
He's young, but I guarantee he may not do it again.
He probably won't. He's took his hat off and come over here and took a seat on the sidelines, and he may stay there the rest of the night. But oh, that was not a good play.
That was very costly.
Yep. So this is going to come back from the point of the foul.
Still great field position.
Oh yeah. Going to get the ball around the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Yeah, we talked about how the punter, he punted it really low and had a chance to return it, and Cortez Walker just, ran it back. It was going to be about a 70-yard punt return, and that would have given him about 135 yards in punt returns for the night.
And he caught that ball running.
Oh, he did.
Full head of steam.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was just saying he's equally as good as McCoy over there.
Yep.
So we have a delay of game.
Yep. Dead ball.
That's going to push him back the wrong way again for 5 additional yards.
Coach can't be pleased with that.
Brings up a 1st and 15 at the 31-yard line. Looks like Brett's behind center, underneath center. Number 2 is in motion. Hand off to number 2. Devin White takes it outside for about an 8-yard gain. Or excuse me, 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and I heard B.J. McCoy's name. I guess he plays defense also.
Yeah, I see him out there. Like he's
playing
playing middle
Does he
linebacker.
play linebacker? Wow, plays both ways.
Yeah, you said Chapel Hill's bringing in a lot of fresh legs, but a lot of those fresh legs, they play both ways.
Yeah. Quarterback, just a straight dive play, number 25. It's going to be Derek Parker. A couple of tough yards. Looks like he's going to get a 1st down. 6 minutes and 27 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Still a tie ball game. It's going to be about a yard short for a 1st down. Well, they may measure. Let's see. Yep, timeout. They're going to bring the chains in.
Football's a game of inches. Let's see how it turns out. I'm pretty impressed with the scoreboard over here at Chapel Hill High School.
Yeah, I don't think it plays replays. I haven't seen any replays, but it definitely is a digital readout. A little advertising on there.
Yeah, you said earlier that they had a nice jumbotron.
Yeah. That's going to be a 1st down for Chapel Hill.
Number 13, Brett Roberts, trots out there to the huddle.
Let's see if Chapel Hill can capitalize after that penalty block in the back after that 70-yard punt return. Would have been the 2nd one of the night by Cortez Walker.
A lot of motion, handed off inside to number 21.
Ooh.
Trey Mitchell takes it down to about the 4-yard line for a first down. Or close to.
Yeah, I think both teams understand the magnitude of this game, so they're really playing hard in the second half.
Yeah, both teams look a lot better in the second half than they did the first half. I'll give them credit for that. So 2nd and inches here for Chapel Hill. Quarterback under center with one lone running back, Derek Parker. Oh, first down, 1st and goal. They did get the first down.
Yep.
5:57 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and goal for Chapel Hill. Clock running. One lone running back.
Man in motion.
Yeah,
toss
sweep to the right side, and
he's met at the goal line.
At the goal line. Let's see. He stopped.
And I tell you, this is a fast-moving 3rd quarter. What do you think, Bennett?
Yeah, this one's gotten away from us here.
Moving right along. The first half was a breeze, too.
Well, the ball's on the 1-yard line. Look for a little quarterback sneak here. Try to give the junior quarterback his first touchdown of the game.
Make sure he holds on to the ball tight. No fumbles.
Well, looks like we're going to give it to number 25, Derek Parker, the senior. And he punches it in. So with 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter, Chapel Hill goes up 20-14 over Villa Rica.
Yeah, they answered that score by Villa Rica.
Yep, number 15 gets up off his seat, so he's able to rejoin after that mistake. Goes and shakes Coach Parker's hand, so I guess he's back in good. High snap, but he gets it down.
And he boots it. Pretty good leg on that young man.
Yep. So Chapel Hill regains the lead, 21-14 here. So no harm done by the block in the back. Regain the lead, 21-14.
It just ate away about 6 minutes off the clock.
Yep. Could have been worse. I think number 15 would have still been sitting on the bench if I hadn't scored there.
I don't think he'll make another mistake today. But I guarantee you on Monday when they're watching film, might be another story.
I think that Villa Rica punter has to get a little more height on his punts, or I think
he needs to
Cortez may have an opportunity to run another one back.
Like I say, he's kicking it midfield. I mean, right in the middle. He needs to do the rugby off to the side and try to make it scoot out of bounds somewhere. He's proved to be deadly today.
I'm just impressed with this kicker, I tell you what. Blake Butler, number 8, kicking off for Chapel Hill, and he's impressive.
Another booming kick, fielded about the 5.
Fumbles the ball, picks it up at the 3. He's going to bring it right up the middle. He got a couple of blockers, and he's going to be brought down and hit about the 22-yard line.
Josh Ellison, pretty decent run to about the 23-yard line.
So Villa Rica finds himself down again, 21-14. Gonna have to put a drive together here. Try to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, it's been an uphill battle for him. This Chapel Hill really came to play tonight.
Well, there's a lot on the line. I think they both are. Side handoff to BJ.
Miko keeps talking about special teams, and I tell you what, the 2 games that I've done for CITITV special teams have really played a part, especially tonight. 2 punt returns, 1 for a touchdown, and 1 great field position. And last week at New Manchester, special teams really played a part, not necessarily in a positive way, but certainly in a negative way.
Oh, yes.
Either team couldn't win a game. Carried us into double overtime. So 2nd and 6 for Villa Rica.
Play looked a little broken to begin with. Feel like there may have been a jump, but no flags.
Yep, Mr. McCoy brings it out. Looks like it's going to be yards short of a first down.
Yeah, I think you're right, Bennett. I think they're going to get a heavy dose to old Mr. McCoy over there.
Yep. It's going to be close. I don't know if they're going to measure or not.
He's telling the sideline.
Coach Parker's
Coach
giving
is
him
saying
an earful of
first down. He moved it.
Yep, first down,
Yeah, first
Wildcats.
down. Coach Parker didn't like the spot. Three minutes and 57 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
And Chapel Hill surpassed their scoring average for the season. They're at 21 points.
Yeah, both teams averaging 17 points a game, so.
Runner motion, BJ up the middle again. So we might see this for the rest of the night, huh?
He's racking up the yards now. I bet he's over 100 yards. For the night, that little 67-yard scamper didn't hurt him any.
Well, I think they're just setting up some kind of pass play, because you can't continue to run the clock like this when you're behind.
We got 2nd and 5. He's going to keep it on the ground. Oh, that's a good lick there.
We got a player injured. Oh, no, he's back up. We got a helmet flying off.
Yeah, Darryl George put a lick on the runner. Helmet came off that time, but he really stuck it to Mr. McCoy. But they're moving the chains, Rod. I tell you what, as long as those sticks continue to move, I don't see you doing anything else.
Yeah, I wouldn't steer away from it.
You got a whole quarter and 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, the old saying, if it's not broke.
That's right. 1st and 10, ball on the 44-yard line for Villa Rica. They're going to fake it now. Got a little
wide open pass, number
pass,
4.
number 4.
To Tay.
Oh, big lick.
What a hit.
We heard that one all the way over here. That's Cortez Walker.
And I tell you what, that Walker is a man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an all-around player. We heard that from the crow's nest. But he picked up 8 yards. This offense continues to roll.
It's close to a first down.
Yep, 2:54 to go here in the third quarter. Bring up a 2nd and 8. Good play here to go deep, Rod. As you know, Mr. McCoy can pick up 2 yards. See what they dial up. Got a man in motion coming to the right side. Yeah, he's going to fake it, and they're going to go.
You called it.
Yep. But he's overthrown it. It's a good time for an interception to see if he got it. No, he was out of bounds.
Great catch, just out of bounds.
He's trying to plead his case, but he only had 1 foot in, it looked like.
Tell you what, that was a close play there. I thought he had a foot in.
In high school's 2 feet, correct?
Actually, he was out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you had to have 2 feet.
Yeah, high school's 2 feet, right, Rodney?
Right, but he was out. He had both out.
I think he had. Oh, really? Okay. All right, we got third and 1.
But I tell you, defensively, they were up for the task.
Yes, they were not fooled.
No, so you got 3rd and 1 here, so I say Mr. McCoy is going to get it here, pick up the first down straight up the middle.
They were ready for it.
He's got it. Yeah.
But he got it.
Number 35. He's a workhorse on defense, that's for sure. It's Ben Cruz, little junior linebacker for Chapel Hill.
And the Panther fans will appreciate that.
Douglas County on my mind. I'm worried about him.
I need to text the coach or somebody over there. Let's get an update.
Come on, Stevie. Get on that iPhone. Get us a Douglas County score. All right, so we got 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Back to BJ.
Oh,
nice hit.
Oh, he got some redemption then. Number 15, slow getting up. He put a lick on Kel Shaw that time.
That's the sound that I miss.
Yep.
That was a great sound.
Yeah, but I think 15 might have got the worst of that.
Nah, I'm telling you. I miss it too. Would you suit up, Rod, if I'd let you?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. 2nd and 8. That was a hard 2 yards.
Quick pass.
Slant. That's going to hit the ground.
Short hopper.
Going to be incomplete.
He had the man.
And he was open.
So that brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Pretty crucial down right here. Now this could easily be a 2-down territory with the work of B.J. McCoy.
They've been running B.J. right up the middle. I'd like to see him run on the outside one time, wouldn't you, Rod?
Yeah, I think he can hit this corner. I believe he'll make it.
Somebody's going to have to call timeout. Looks like it's going to be Villa Rica.
Yeah, I think the reason they keep McCoy on the inside, I think those smaller DBs get tired of hitting him, and that's when he breaks loose.
Well, like we were saying, Chapel Hill's defense, they've got a lot of special team guys in there, a lot of quick guys. They don't have a lot of big defensive linemen in there. And so once they penetrate that defensive line, that first row of guys, it's just a lot of quick defensive backs and fast linebackers. So he's a big guy. He can pretty much run over those guys. So maybe that's what they see up in the middle.
Well, this is a little off topic, but if there's any baseball fans out there, the Milwaukee Brewers defeated the Arizona Diamondbacks in 10 innings to go to the National League Championship Series. So sorry, Braves fans.
Well, with 1:43 left.
Yeah, they actually put some time back on the clock, so got 1:50 to go here.
And Villa Rica driving. They got to get something out of this.
Yeah, big play for them here. Quarterback Marcus Allen in the backfield. He's going to throw for it. Oh, they pumped it. Oh, and he overthrew.
Had a man.
Overthrew his receiver. I tell you, the receiver was open. That was number 13. Let's see who that is. Dante Smith.
I thought for a minute he was going to tuck it and take off.
Now, he had a step on him, but he overthrew him and kind of tripped up going for the ball.
Oh, Allen seems to have had several receivers open, but it looks to me like he's aiming the ball.
Looks like they're going to. Yeah, they're going to punt.
It's like they're going to try to pin the defense back or pin the Panthers back.
Yeah. They better be careful here. Chapel Hill, they've come really close to blocking this punt several times. If I was him, I would kick it away from Cortez. I'd try to kick it out of bounds. I wouldn't kick it to him.
No chance. I'd stay as far away as I could.
Yeah, he kicked it straight to the sidelines. That's a good move there. Just kick it out of bounds about the 10-yard line.
Knocks over the 10-yard marker.
Yep, that's great. And that's a good decision there, I would say.
Yeah, I think that came from the coaches. I think they told him keep it away from that guy.
Yep. Well, good play. Yeah, 1:34 to go here in the third quarter. Chapel Hill 21, the Villa Rica Wildcats 14. Region game here, Chapel Hill Stadium.
We got a good ball game on our hands, fellas.
Yeah, it's been a great game. Looks like Brett Roberts is going to be the quarterback. Chapel Hill's played 2 quarterbacks tonight, kind of rotated them. Looks like he's going to go in the shotgun position.
Seems like Brett's been carrying most of the load behind center, right?
Yep. Got 2 receivers spread out to the left side, 1 to the right. So they're going to hand it off, and he was hit. That's number 68.
Tackle made again by Tay Mitchell.
69, Jacob Turner. He was 3 yards in the backfield, and he's going to lose 4 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 14 for Chapel Hill. Going under a minute here in the third quarter. So,
what do you think, Coach Chris, going to try to throw this ball, Bennett?
I say no, but every time I say no, y'all are right. So,
I go a quick slant up top. We got one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, they're going to go with a sweep to number 2. He's not the biggest guy. I'll tell you what, we've got to give Villa Rica's defense credit here in the second half. They have really stepped it up. They have shut Chapel Hill down.
Looks like we're going to have one more play in the third quarter. It's going to have about a 3rd and
Yeah, he lost
about
16. He lost 4 more yards that time, so it's going to bring up a 3rd and 18.
They're going the wrong way.
Yep. And the ball's on the 5-yard line, Rod. They got to be careful here. They're going to have to. They'll be punting out of their end zone.
Yeah, that's not good.
So unless something happens here, Villa Rica is going to have excellent field position. And with that offense doing a little bit better here in the second half, you know, Villa Rica's going to get the ball back. Some momentum here. I think they're going to probably let it roll down here and go the other end of the field.
Exactly.
I got a question. What is the play clock in high school?
25. I'm pretty sure 25.
It seemed like 45 seconds just wrapped off the clock.
I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But most high school stadiums have a play clock on the field so that the guys can see it. But neither one of the stadiums here in Douglas County we've been to so far has a play clock. So that's going to do it here in the 3rd quarter. Chapel Hill 21, Villa Rica 14. Chapel Hill's backed up. Ball on their own 5-yard line going in the 4th quarter. So shaping up to be an interesting 4th quarter.
It is.
I'm excited.
I tell you, looks like Villa Rica's going to get some good field position on this next possession if they can get Chapel Hill stopped.
I think Villa Rica's had the momentum the whole second half.
I agree. You got to play it safe right here too. I mean, how safe can you be if your previous 2 plays have been for negative yards?
Yeah, that big run, that big punt return was big for Chapel Hill. They needed that.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Villa Rica, if what win that we do have, I think Villa Rica's got it here in the 4th quarter, so that could play a big part. So I think Chapel Hill's got to do something. I think they got to get the momentum back from Villa Rica here. You take away that long punt return by Cortez Walker. Other than that, Villa Rica's been kind of.
That was Walker in the Wildcat back there.
Yep. Looks like he got a mask.
Oh, he's broke some tackles.
He's
loose.
He's gone.
He's got 1 man to beat.
Yep. Tackled about the 44-yard line.
Great play. Gain of 42 yards by Cortez Walker.
That was the Wildcat formation?
It certainly was.
That was a pretty safe bet, huh?
Coach Parker's doing everything he can to get the ball in Cortez Walker's hands. Put him in the Wildcat, just gave it to him. Great call.
Great call. Put that ball in the hands of your best player.
Yep.
We have some excited fans.
And Cortez is a senior.
I'm really impressed with Walker.
It almost seemed as if the Villa Rica Wildcat defensive lineman got in the backfield and waited for the quarterback to hand the ball off before he decided he wanted to tackle him.
Yeah, well, that wing tees, you know, it's confusing. You never know who's going to get the ball back there. We got a flag.
Shouldn't you just still hit him anyway?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got to.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point, you want to try to separate him from the ball. You don't want to stand there and watch him hand it to someone.
I think he had a chance right there.
It's like a block below the knees on Chapel Hill, or block below the waist, I should say. I think that's a big one, isn't it, Rod?
Yeah, that's the big variety there.
Is that a 15-yarder?
I think that's the. Yeah, I think it is. I don't think that's from the spot of the foul either. I think that's line of scrimmage.
So he's out there pleading his case.
That goes in the category of a clip. What do you think, Benny?
Yep. Yeah, that's the old clip. That's a 15-yarder. So that's instead of a gain of 6, that's going to go for a 15-yard loss. So we're going to replay that one. It's going to be 1st and 25. Brett Roberts is still a quarterback.
And defense catches a break right there.
Yeah. Chapel Hill had a little momentum after those 2 plays. Got 2 receivers to the right side in the wing T offense. Shotgun formation. He's going to throw it.
Quick pass.
Yep. And I don't think he ever caught it. They're going to rule it incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
I don't know if he may have had some aspirations of throwing that one, Rod. What do you think? Looked like he had little plans after he tried to catch it. What do you think?
Actually, he couldn't. It would have been a fall. It would have been a legal forward pass.
Okay.
You know, you have to throw a backwards pass up and able to throw it forward again.
So he was just trying to run with it.
Yeah, it went right through the old bread basket.
And if I'm not mistaken, if you throw it behind the line of scrimmage, that is considered a fumble, correct?
Yeah, it would have been a fumble.
It would have been a fumble. Back in the shotgun formation, wing T offense.
Another quick pass.
Yep, to number 80.
Complete.
Yep, catches the ball. Looks like he's going to be brought down. Looks like that's number 50, the linebacker for Villa Rica. That's going to be Drew Lewis, a 10th grader. And they're going to be about 10 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage on this possession. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 20.
You got to give Coach Parker credit for not being afraid to throw this ball tonight.
We just got information from our stat man, Steve Jones, and he said that the play clock in high school football is 25 seconds from the time the ref sets the ball. Tell you what, he's good.
Thanks, Steve.
So with 10 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter, we've got a little fake.
Wildcat.
And Cortez back in the Wildcat once again. He's going to be stopped for a 2-yard loss, and so
it's like they'll be punting this ball away.
They certainly will.
I think Cortez does the punting also, doesn't he? So
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he does. So he's dropping back to punt.
He's probably the most skilled punter I've ever seen. What do you think, Bennett?
Yeah, he's good. Malik Elam is back for Villa Rica.
See if he can have a chance.
It's like low they're going to block it. He's in trouble. He's going to have to scramble for it. And they get him, push him out of bounds. It's going to be Villa Rica's ball at the 36-yard line. It was a low snap.
Advantage, Villa Rica.
Cortez couldn't scoop it up. He scooped it up. And if we wanted any guy to try to scramble with it, we had the right guy. We had the ball in the right guy's hands, but he just couldn't escape him. So, you know, another big play for Villa Rica. They're going to have the ball on the 37-yard line with more momentum here in the 4th quarter. 9:20 to go.
Do you think Cortez is their regular punter?
Oh yeah, he was out there all night. Yep. All right, here we go. I think that's Mr. McCoy just going forward for 5 yards.
Yeah, that was a bit of a scrum on that one.
Yeah, but it was a good rush. Not only was it a low snap, but those guys were just in there on him quickly.
So we'll probably see a couple more handoffs to B.J. McCoy. Oh, quick pass to Tay.
Got one man to
Tay
beat.
Marshall.
He's gone.
Tay Marshall to the outside.
He is gone. Touchdown, Villa Rica.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 34-yard pass from Marcus Allen. That's going to go for 34 yards, and that's going to give him a chance to tie this game up with 8 minutes and 39 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter.
They finally executed that pass right, huh?
Yeah, we had a defender right on him, but he just kind of shook him loose, and once he shook him loose, there was only one guy to beat, and he did it.
And 2 of their touchdowns have been on, 3 plays. I guess one touchdown was a lengthy run from BJ on the first play from scrimmage, and that was the second. So
yep.
I think they could score at any point in time.
Well, 2 of those touchdowns came off of turnovers, if you remember.
They're going for 2. They're going for 2. They snapped the ball directly to the snapper, and they didn't make it. They did not make it. Wow.
What do you think about that, Bennett?
Well, they had them fooled. They had everybody lined up to the left side, and they snapped it directly to the snapper. He had 2 guys to beat, and he just couldn't shake them. So,
I mean, in a close game like this with the score, you could have tied the score. You think that was a smart move?
I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it with 8 minutes and 39 seconds to go with your team having the momentum the whole second half. I don't think that's the time there. But you know what? I mean, they've stopped Chapel Hill the whole game. They've got it. They've had every bit of the momentum. Chapel Hill's done nothing the second half. I mean, what do you have to lose? I mean,
but that was a great point you made about the time left on the clock, because Chapel Hill could run a lot of time off of this clock and not give Villa Rica a lot to work with at the end.
Yeah. Well, they've got a great field goal kicker. I mean, we saw that, so I mean, I guess that plays into it. Their defense have played great. I mean, it's not a crazy move. I mean,
I wouldn't have gone with it personally.
Since it didn't work out, it's not a very smart move. But
yeah, if he made it, it was great.
If it had worked out, it would have been the smartest move I've ever seen, I guess.
Yeah, he looked like a genius.
But look at the kicker. I mean, they've got a great kicker. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, he kicked it in the end zone, so, I mean, he knows what he's got, I guess.
It's nice to have one of those in your back pocket.
Yeah, he's got the wind. We talked about that. I mean, so he's got a great kicker. He's got the wind. I mean, he's been able to stop Chapel Hill. I mean, so I guess, like I said, if it would have worked, he'd been the smartest coach in Georgia high school football tonight, but it didn't. So, but I mean, Chapel Hill's got to do something here. I mean, I don't think they've crossed the 50-yard line in the second half. So it's kind of been a reversal of teams as far as quarters. So we'll see.
They crossed it, but it was on that long punt return.
Oh yeah. They crossed it quickly, didn't he?
He certainly did.
Well, they got to get something going here. They're in trouble. So got first down, ball on the 20-yard line. So we'll see if Villarica's defense continues to stop him. He's in the backfield already.
He's twisted up.
Yeah, I mean, he gets loose. Oh.
There's another flag.
That's going to be a flag. I tell you what.
Number 41's pleading his case. Josiah Courtney.
Oh.
Was that a late hit?
No, Chris Parker's going to get a flag on the Chapel Hill coach.
What happened?
On the coach?
Yeah, Chris Parker's going to get a flag. There's a Chapel Hill player on the track about 20 yards off the sidelines. But now, that's not what the flag's on. The flag's on Chris Parker. He got in the referee's face, and they're going to flag Chris Parker, the Chapel Hill coach.
Did he run out on the field?
He's still on the field.
Sound like clipping.
He hadn't got off the field yet. So he's going to get 15 yards. There was actually 2 late hits, and I think there was a hit on both teams, to be honest with you. And so it was hard for the refs to call it, but Coach Parker just got in his face, and he's going to get 15 yards. So that's going to back Chapel Hill up.
Now, were those other guys flagged, the late hits?
No, like I said.
It says clipping is what I heard.
No, this is on Coach Parker.
That's Coach?
Yeah.
Coach, you're going the wrong way.
Yep. This is not on the players here.
Yeah, sometimes you have to control your emotions. I think Coach Parker was a bit emotional on that one.
It's like the 13th man's coming into play over here in Chapel Hill High School. The stands are getting into it.
Well, that pushes them all the way back to the 3-yard line, Rod. And
they got 30 yards to go for a first down, it looks like.
Yeah, that's
it says first and
not a lot you can say about that one.
So there's a fumble on the snap.
There's a fumble, and Villarica may have this ball. There's no telling who's going to get it now because there's a pile of people. They need to get the players away from the pile instead of letting them pile on.
Chapel
Hill has it. All right, so they're rolling the clock. We got 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go. It's going to be a 2nd and 30 for Chapel Hill.
I thought they'd be rolling the clock. Now they got everything settled.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
All right, so 2nd and 30, Rod. Ball still on the 3-yard line. And Chapel Hill needs to come up with something here. Just straight up the middle. They're kind of playing conservative.
Well, remember last possession, they had 3rd down and long. They went with the Wildcat formation and broke about a 40-yard gain for a first down.
Yep. It's going to take 30 here, I can assure you that. And we remember what happened on the last snap on the punt.
Yeah, there's not a lot of
Nope. And you got to
30-yard plays.
Yeah, you got to get some yards here just to get the.
You got to get a decent punt. You're right.
Yeah, well, you got to get Cortez Walker a little room where you won't have to be punting from the back of the end zone.
You got to give him a little bit of breathing room.
Yep. Well, that was a big turn of events here. And they go straight up the middle. He's got one man to beat. Get us a little breathing room. He's fighting for yardage. He gets about 5 yards past the original line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 8 yards. The Chapel Hill's going to be forced to punt here. So they're going to bring in Cortez Walker to punt.
And they did get some room.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't. Excuse me. I wouldn't be surprised if Cortez did maybe a rugby-style punt and run it. I'm always a big fan of the trickery.
Well, Villa Rica's going to get excellent field position if we do punt, I tell you that. But they had a great rush last time, Villa Rica. They really need to block that front line. And Cortez is not but about 8 yards deep. I mean, he's not real deep on the punt. He's going to fake it right up the middle. It's tipped.
Oh. Tipped and almost caught by number 17.
Oh, they did a fake punt. They're going to give the ball to Villa Rica on the 23-yard line.
What do you think about that, Bennett?
I would have went with a rugby-style kick. That way I could still have the chance to kick the ball out.
No comment, Rod. That wouldn't have been my first choice. You can't give it to him on the 23-yard line.
And that was a floating pass as well.
Well, anyway, Villa Rica's got the ball on the 23-yard line. In field goal range. But anyway, well, 1st down. Maybe the defense can stiffen up here.
That's definitely what they need.
Yep, to give the ball to Mr. McCoy, and they made him in the backfield. So,
yeah, if they can hold them to at least a field goal try right here.
Yeah, the clock's running.
It'll certainly help Chapel Hill out.
Yep, clock's running under 6 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter. A lot at stake here. First place in the region. This is a big game.
It is.
I think the fans are starting to battle each other across the stadium.
Yeah. Quarterback keeper. Marcus Allen, the quarterback, looks like he's going to pick up about 3 yards. Well, they're definitely in field goal range.
Yeah, it seems to be getting pretty intense down in those trenches. What do you think, Bennett?
Oh, absolutely.
So, 3rd and 10?
Yeah, he actually lost a yard. Little shuttle pass right up the middle. He's still running, still on his feet, fighting hard.
It's like a reasonable 4th down, about 4th and 5, 4th and 4.
Well, I think he's going to kick it with that field goal kicker.
That was a great pursuit by those Panthers.
Yep. Looks like the ball is going to be placed about the 18-yard line. It's going to be a 35-yard field goal. And I have no doubt that field goal kicker is going to try it.
Oh, yeah. They held them to a field goal, and, it also gives Chapel Hill a better chance. They don't have to go the length of the field and try to score a touchdown there if they can get in field goal range.
Yep.
So out trots Manny Riviera.
Yep, 40-yard field goal. Oh, excuse me, a 35-yard field goal.
Well, here we go, Miko, on your prediction of the special teams.
Yeah, he's solid. If they don't block it, it's going to be good. Got a good rush.
Looks like he may have pushed it. And it's
good. Good snap, good hold.
Manny Riviera comes up with the 3 points.
He didn't really nail that one. It was a high kick, but it barely went over the uprights.
No, it was close. That ball went right over that crossbar.
It wasn't one of his traditional kicks that he's been hitting all night, but it was good. So with 4 minutes and 8 seconds to go here at Panther Stadium, Villa Rica's taken the lead 23-21. It's been a great football game here tonight.
It has.
Been kind of a game of 2 halves. Chapel Hill controlled the first half. Villa Rica's came out the second half, and they have controlled the third and the fourth quarter.
And they got the big Mo on their side.
Now Chapel Hill's going to be asked to come up with something special here after they've been held to absolutely nothing here in the third and fourth quarter.
And these guys are treating this as if it is a playoff game.
So guess who we got back receiving for Chapel Hill? The man of the night, Cortez Walker. He's going to be asked to get him a good return and good field position.
Well, if he doesn't kick it out of bounds or in the end zone, he has a shot.
Looks like he's going to field it, fumble it.
Muffs it.
Picks it up about the 7-yard line, coming up the middle.
Tripped
up about the 20-yard line. 20-yard line. So with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, Chapel Hill's going to be asked to go 80 yards. We know they've got a good field goal kicker too, Rod.
Yeah, they have. If they can get in range, I tell you what, this guy could probably make one. What do you think, 40, 45?
Absolutely. Looking at the flagpole, the flag's straight down, so there's no wind on the field.
Yeah, the flag's not moving.
I think you got to get the ball to Cortez Walker somehow. I know he's going in. Looks like it's going to be he's going to be a wing back. We're going under center with a quarterback. Got a man in motion. He's going to fake it. We're going to throw it. Quarterback's going to run it.
Sucking it. Oh, dodges the tackler. Gets stuck about the 22-yard line.
Yep, that's B.J. McCoy. Inside linebacker coming up. Not only can he run the ball, but he can stick you.
That looked like that option read. What do you think, Bennett?
Yeah, the quarterback decided to keep it. I think that's the first time he's kept it tonight.
I think he got his bell rung a little bit on that
Brett
one.
Roberts. He's more the throwing quarterback, I believe, in the two quarterback set that they run. That was a gain of 1. Cortez, here's the pitch to him.
Sweet.
He lowers his head. Gets met by, guess who? B.J. McCoy. Big third down here for Chapel Hill. They have to convert. They have to get a first down. It's like 3rd and 4. 3:16 to go here in the fourth quarter.
They have 3 timeouts, so you could always punt the ball away, but I don't think that'd be in their best interest.
Yeah, you need to punt it away, Miko. I think so. I don't think you want to give them the ball. You basically give up if you give them the ball down here on the, 20-yard line?
I think if you punt the ball, then you're just going to get a steady dose of B.J. McCoy. This is 2-down territory. You got to go for it right here.
With a little crossbuck play that time to Trey Mitchell. I don't think he gained a yard. I think he gained 1 yard, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. And they're going to hurry up, no huddle offense to try to catch him off guard. Quarterback under the center. It's going to be a quick snap.
Toss sweep.
Toss sweep. They're going to meet him at the line. He's going to find. He didn't get it.
No.
I don't think he made it.
I think he did.
He didn't make it.
He did not make it.
There's fans in the stand saying that he did not make it.
That play worked earlier, but not this time.
They spot the ball about the 28-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards short.
Is there need for the markers?
No need for yardage here. So Villa Rica is going to take over the ball on the 28-yard line. 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go here. Villa Rica with a chance to upset Chapel Hill at home. Take over first place in the region. Two minutes and 46 seconds to go.
They need to secure the ball.
Yeah, Marcus Allen comes out. Number 23, B.J. McCoy is the running back.
Josh Ellison.
Alongside Josh Ellison.
Seems like they're taking their time.
It's going to be all McCoy right here.
Either that or quarterback keeper. Yeah, Josh Ellison just on the left side. Or is that McCoy? That's B.J. McCoy.
Is that a timeout, Chapel Hill?
Yep. Chris Parker, he's fixing to get another 15-yarder if he's not careful.
I think the Chapel Hill band has broken out the vuvuzelas.
Okay.
Coach Chris Parker's about 20 yards on the field.
And he's not happy.
He's not a happy camper. That's correct, Rodney.
Let's just hope he keeps his composure.
Well, he can't be happy with the last 5 minutes here of the fourth quarter, that's for sure. But if he wants to coach next week, he probably needs to come on over here, get off the field, and have a seat with us.
That's a great point. I think that fake punt was crucial. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, you know, it was open. The receiver just kind of batted the ball up in the air, and I think if he'd have caught it, I think he had a first down. And
yeah, definitely.
There's B.J. McCoy again.
Yep.
About a 6-yard gain.
And he's going to have a first down. Going to have a timeout by Chapel Hill here, I think.
Did he pick up the first down?
I think he did.
Close to it.
Yep. I think he got a first.
Well, it looks like that's going to just about do it.
Going to move the chains. 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Chapel Hill called a timeout. That will be their second timeout. So they'll have one more.
And from that point on, Rica can run a lot of time off of that clock.
Yep.
So as long as there's no lost snaps, botched snaps, any kind of missed handoff, I think Rica might walk away with a victory.
Oh, yeah, we won't see anything else. No field goal tries, nothing like that.
Yep, they're certainly on their way. Big win for them. Coach has to be pleased. His team certainly didn't show up for the first quarter or the first half, but they came out a different football team here this second half.
And I tell you what, Chapel Hill, they came to play tonight, but it kind of unraveled at the end.
And Chapel Hill calls their last timeout with 2 minutes and 17 seconds remaining on the clock. With the Wildcats 23 and the Chapel Hill Panthers 21.
You know, they never really got anything going but that long punt return. They did capitalize on that. But besides that, Bennett, I don't think they had a lot going this half. What do you think?
I don't think they crossed the 50-yard line offensively in the second half. Do you? I don't think they did.
I don't think so.
So they feel it, and it's not that they just didn't have a lot going on offensively. That Rica's defense just shut them down the second half.
They showed up.
I want to remind everyone Chapel Hill's band will be performing after the game. We had the homecoming festivities during halftime, but certainly stay tuned for that. It'll be a great halftime show. Sounds like they're warming up, Miko.
Yeah, I'm interested. I can't wait to watch the performance.
We're actually getting both bands, right?
I think just Chapel Hill. I think Rica just came along for the ride tonight. B.J. McCoy. I figure old B.J.'s got about 160 yards tonight.
Yeah, I think he equaled what he did last game.
Yep. You know, they kind of stayed away from him the first half. I don't know. I didn't understand why they did that. He didn't get many carries.
No, it's a lot of quarterback reads and runs.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was about.
Plays, and they tried to throw the ball. I don't know. Maybe they were just trying to try something different, work on something. But they came back to their bread and butter the second half.
Oh yeah, bread and butter.
First play of the second half, to be honest with you. 65-yard scamper, and that kind of turned the game around.
So 3rd and 6, back to BJ.
Yeah, minute and 27 seconds, clock rolling. Chapel Hill cannot stop it, so
you got 4th down and about 6 yards to go. You're up 2 points. What do you do?
I don't think you kick it here.
Oh, no.
Field goal does no good.
No, you're going to give them probably about 35 seconds to go, 80 yards. What do you think?
Hey, I've seen crazier things happen. Not lately, but I've seen crazier things happen.
They're just going to call a timeout at the end of the play clock, or they're going to discuss this matter, talk about it.
Well, I don't really see why they called a timeout. I don't think I would have wasted that one. Do you, Rod?
No, I wouldn't have wasted that one. But I guess he wanted to run as much time off the clock as he could before they ran this last play. Like I said, this last play is just going to, be another dose of McCoy, and they're going to turn it over to Chapel Hill, and he just wanted to let the clock run down as far as it would.
Yeah.
So he's scheming up one last play for a first down.
I don't think it would have mattered if it was 4th and 11 or 4th and 6.
No, it's not. It's going to be McCoy again. They don't. There's no reason to try to do anything fancy here.
Well, if I was coach of Villa Rica, I would do a toss to BJ and halfback pass.
I don't know about the toss, Miko. I think I prefer putting it in his belly. I don't like that toss word. Do you,
no, that
Rod?
Ball, I don't think that ball's going in the air. What do you think?
No, in any capacity. I'm kind of weary of the shotgun, to be honest with you. Well, there you go. Oh my goodness. Well, how about just throwing it in the end zone? Oh my goodness, that's gonna. Oh,
they didn't call it.
It tripped over him.
That was a good no call.
Well, like I said, every time I say they run, they throw it. So he just decided to take a shot in the end zone.
Yeah.
Well, there
Which
you go.
is, what you think they would do would just hand the ball off, run as much time off the clock as you could, and that would be it.
Well, we got 37.4 seconds to go here at Panther Stadium.
And hey, Ben, if that coach couldn't see, you had one certain guy by the name of Cortez Walker in that secondary. He picked that ball off. I don't think they're going to catch him.
No, you're right. Cortez is going in the game.
So here we are, 37 seconds to go. They got 85 yards to travel.
Cortez is in the Wildcat. You can bet he's getting it. Don't you think, Rod?
Oh, yeah. Here he comes.
Throws across
the middle.
Man,
he's got to get out of bounds. We don't have any timeouts.
He's got no timeouts.
That's a first down. That'll stop it, though.
I tell you, that was a good-looking throw.
Yep, 28 seconds to go. Got to hurry up and get set. I'd ground it here. Somebody step up there and ground it.
Exactly.
Can't let it stop. Snap it one. Cortez is going to throw it. Oh, he can't run it up the middle, man.
Oh, you can't get tackled.
No. Ooh, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Historically, the team with the most points
15 seconds,
wins.
clock winding down. You got to ground the ball now. Just snap it and ground it. All right, he's going to ground it with 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Yeah, they'll probably put it back up to 7 seconds. We got 5.9 on the clock.
I think it's going to remain like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no.
Got Villa Rica in the prevent defense.
Yeah. Cortez is over here on the sidelines talking to Coach Parker. He's going to go back in.
So you got one last hoorah. Hook and ladder, flea flicker. What you got?
About 74 yards to go is the problemo.
The old hook and ladder sounds like the right call.
Here's a snap. Looks like it's going to be a flea flicker. Cortez has got it. That's who we wanted in their hands, but they're going to stop it. That's going to do it.
That's the ball game, folks.
Villa Rica Wildcats celebrate as they beat Chapel Hill 23-21.
To take a lead in the region.
Important region game here.
Till you connect for a better football game.
It was a great game. Good region game here at Chapel Hill High School tonight.
That was a great football game, both ends.
Bad thing about this, someone had to lose.
Yep, and the sledgehammer is still sitting down on the sidelines, Rod.
Well, congratulations to your Villa Rica Wildcats.
Yep, and I want to remind everybody our next game for CITITV Sports will be Lithia Springs versus Paulding County. And that will be in 2 weeks. Or excuse me, that will be next week. And we'll be at Lithia Springs High School. And Miko, we did the game we did the game last year, and we will definitely be in the Eagle's Nest at Lithia Springs. We'll be
There's the Eagle's Nest at
we'll
Lithia.
be we'll be about 50 yards away from the field. Oh, excuse me, that's where we were last year. Just Stevie, once again, our stats man, is telling me that we'll be actually down on the game.
Okay.
We won't be up in the Eagle's Nest that we were last year. Last year they had us up about 50 yards away from the field. So
I'll make sure to bring my sweater.
yeah, I mean it's gotten cool here this afternoon, so I think fall is here and football weather is here. So, well, Miko, we just witnessed a great region football game here in Chapel Hill High School, and it was really a game of two halves. The first half, Chapel Hill High School dominated. They were up going into the half 14-7, and then in the second half, I don't know what the coach for Villa Rica gave them, but Villa Rica came out and they dominated, took the lead with a field goal late in the fourth quarter, and ended up defeating the Chapel Hill Panthers.
And again, it's special teams. A lot of people like to overlook that. But Rodney, what do you have to say? What you got down there on the field?
Well, it was a hard-fought game tonight. Unfortunately, Chapel Hill didn't come out on the winning side. But I think if they can keep playing like they're playing, their hopes are still alive. What do you think?
Of course they have a chance. Oh, you can take this, Bennett.
Well, I think, that puts them in probably second place or tied for second place in the region, and I think Coach Parker has to regroup. I think they struggled in the second half of this game, but I think with that two-quarterback set that he's running, I think they'll win a couple of games going down the stretch, and I think they just got outplayed that second half. I think they threw some things at them in the second half that they didn't expect. So I think he just has to rally his troops. I don't think he can be too happy with the performance they put on in the second half.
No, I don't think he's too happy with it, but Villa Rica coach seems to be awful happy. And I think this is going to help them, on a great run for that playoff hunt. What do you think?
Oh, I think so. They're in first place in the region, and you got to feel good about coming into Chapel Hill's home stadium here and being down at half and walking away with a victory. So it was a great game, great night for football. So we'll go to Lithia Springs next week, and we don't know who won the Douglas County Lithia Springs game, but one of those teams will be victorious, and, and one of them will still be winless. So we'll see how that plays out. Who do you think won that game, Rod?
I think Douglas County pulled that out. I don't think they lose that game on a big special night like they were having tonight. What do you think about that, Miko?
I'm going Douglas County, yeah. It was a special night tonight, dedicating the field, so hopefully they came away with a victory.
I think so, too. I think Douglas County pulled that one out. Lithia Springs, they had a lot of seniors on that team last year, and they had a really good year. I mean, at one point I think they were 6-0, but I think they fell off a little bit this year, so I think DC probably came out victorious, and we'll see who won that game tonight. So
yeah, the coaches, they were certainly optimistic about winning that game, so we just hope that it came out good. But here tonight, it's not so good for Chapel Hill. But like you said, they got to keep playing like they're playing and just keep the hopes up.
Well, I think Coach Parker, he's talking about his team. He started the two quarterbacks tonight. One of them was a sophomore, and one of them was a freshman. So he's obviously got a young team. I know his offensive line were seniors, but looking forward, I think he'll be okay next year. He's been to the playoffs for 2 straight years, and he's still got a chance to go to the playoffs this year. So he's got to hold his head up. I mean, he's got a good program going here, and I think he'll continue to have success here at Chapel Hill.
What do you think about that, Miko? you want to give us a recap on the game?
No, I mean, I'm sticking to my guns with the special teams. That's where games are won and lost, and we were a witness tonight.
Yeah, well, it's been a great night here at Chapel Hill High School. We're going to leave you with the Chapel Hill Band. And so for Rodney Moreland and Miko Bursich, I'm Bennett Oliver. And so until next week for CITITV Sports, we'll see you at Lithia Springs High School.
Stay
Good
classy,
night, everyone.
Douglasville.
And thanks for watching.
On behalf of Principal Sean Kelly and Superintendent Dr. Gordon Chris, Chapel Hill is proud to entertain you with their competition halftime show. The band received straight superior ratings at their first competition this year, taking best in class in several categories. The Chapel Hill High School Panther Band presents its 2011 contest show, Portraits of Spain. The band is under the full direction of drum majors Darren Karn and Timmy Daniel. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chapel Hill High School Marching Panther Band.